train tracks, not album tracks. The only number one is the platform I'm standing on. On my toddy, Eggy, Eddy, on my tune. They are train tracks, not album tracks. The only number one is the platform I'm standing on. On my toddy, Eggy, Eddy, on my tart. Instead I'm at the train station. I get to talk on the PA to tell them the next train is running late. They don't let me do the voices I hear in my head. I'm sick, I'm on the late shift. Have you got your tickets, please? Or am I going to have to take you a lesson? When I watch the chauffeur, it's the most angry I ever felt. When I get to the end of the line, I might get some help. I clearly need therapy, I'm having a breakdown. I miss old England, I miss old London town. They are train tracks, not album tracks. The only number one is the platform I'm standing on. On my toddy, Eggy, Eddy, on my toes. They are train tracks, not album tracks. The only number one is the platform I'm standing on. On my toddy, Eggy, Eddy, on my toes. I'm addicted to Shuff. I wish I had his talents and his way. I also think he is attractive. I think the chuffer might have turned me. So my bed is waiting while I do the late shift. I never made an impression on the world. The best I do is a bad Michael Caine. I suppose it's better than doing Bird. Transport director Eddy, Eggy at the end of the world. Eggy out in the Pacific. I need a therapist to help me. A tired old misogynist. I wish I could understand the world. I don't really try. Why would I when I can just lie and lie? My wig is looking better than my life. They are train tracks, not album tracks. The only number one is the platform I'm standing on. On my toddy, Eggy, Eddy, on my toes. They are train tracks, not album tracks. The only number one is the platform.
Okay.
I just wanna give Nicole Kessinger a kiss. Oh, how I wish for a Kessinger a kiss. Make me a baby in the Wendy house. Kessinger be my mommy. Kessinger.
She was up for a threesome, so who was the third? Would Chris do life in prison to protect his bird? I heard she can go like the clappers. That brown bikini goes right to my knackers.
Oh, 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 let me get it behind you, Nicole. Oh, 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 Kessinger, I'm addicted to your hole. Kessinger gives me thrills. I'm addicted to your hole. Kessinger gives me thrills.
She's a devil, I eat my tramadol pills.
Kessinger gives me thrills. Kessinger gives me thrills.
She was a sex magic, 9 times a day. The things I would do to that body. Thinking of how Nickel got away with murders gets me rock hard. True crime is my favorite hobby.
I'm in my armchair, jerking myself dry to all the most horrible things. I'm a sadist, lord of fuck all but cock rings and vinegar prints. Oh, 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 let me get up behind you, Nickel. Oh, 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 Kessinger, I'm addicted to your hole. Kessinger gives me thrills. Kessinger, I'm addicted to your hole. Kessinger gives me thrills.
Now,
She's a devil, I need my tramadol pills.
Kessinger gives me.
that's enough of that. It's more than enough of that. The room's hot. The bloody radiator on. He's dancing around. Who does he even think he is? Who does he even think he is? Who does he even... Who does he even think he is? Early crew. Big ups early crew. Can I gift Eddy memberships? You're gonna let me gift memberships on my own stream, you fucker? Why won't it? Because I popped out the chat, it's not got the options on it. I'm gonna try and get some memberships now. Do you like my new look? Well, it's just who I look like, it's me. Tonight on the stream we've got this mad liar. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Am I on the right mic? I sound like I'm in a box. Alright,
Yeah, no. Right, duh. I'm on the wrong mic. Duh. Duh. What are you, stupid, Scott? Are you stupid? Did you make a small mistake on a microphone? Oh no. Oh no, right, it's ruined it. We're going back to the start. I'm playing the songs again. Act like you haven't heard them. Act like you haven't seen my lovely face. Do you like my face? Oh. Cherries, red knickers, the lot. I'm not wearing red knickers. Tonight on the show, what I've got for you is this nutter put more lies on top of his previous lies. So we're going to briefly review the previous lies. We're going to talk about how the new lies are even more strange. We're going to talk about the new song where he wants to kiss me, and the new video a little bit. The new video where I think he's having basically the motif for today's episode is breakdown. The man's having one, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'm down for it. I'm all up for it. I'm left for it. I've left for it. I'm right for it. I'm ripe for it. I'm looking forward to it. Do I look good today? Do you think I look good? No, wait. Do I look like Catweasel or do I look like this? Wait. Do I look like Catweasel or do I look like this? What do you think? Which do you think I look like, Catweasel or this? How good do you think I look? Wait. If people are saying it in chat, should we have a poll? How good do you think I look? What's up, Jessup? How good do you think I look? On a scale of 1 to 10? Picked my forehead a bit, look. On a scale of 1 to 10? I'm looking at myself in the picture now. I'm thinking, ooh, I'm up there with Richard Grannon today. Oh, God, I'm sexy. God. Eddy would like me to go fuck myself. Got this here for that. Apparently. We'll see. We'll have a little look. The mug is still available on the shop. Where in this picture, Reprobate Jess shouts out, in this picture I've got a small beard. Sometimes the beard grows, sometimes it gets shaved off. It's one of those things. Sometimes the beard, sometimes not. There's my toothbrush. Proof. Let's move the things out of the way that don't need to be in shot. And yes, you might have also heard the songs Eddy's fucking a nutter or whatever. What was the song today? It was... The song was... Basically what I'm saying is you need to be going over to Sentries, the other channel Sentries. Not now, but Sentries. You'll find it in the playlist section on this channel, and it's got all the songs. And over Christmas, I thought that people did 21 days of Christmas. I don't know how I got it in my head, but I thought people did 21 days of Christmas. But they don't, do they? They do 12 days of Christmas. So I'm going to do 21 days of Sentries. I was going to release a song every day. Now the pressure's off because I only need to do 12. But like... Please don't... I haven't cut my hair off. No, I just got it tied up, look. Just got it tied up. Just redid the undercut. Just got it tied up. I've not cut the hair off, no. Still got my hair. My lovely sexy hair. Still got that, look. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Would you prefer it if I look like this now? I was looking tough. Bang! I'm a cat. Big ups. Big ups Kelly Blank Faces. Big ups Ellie. Big ups... Look, I'll say everyone's name if you're a chuffing member. I'm not saying your name if you're not. Not even... Hey, how come you're not a mod? How come you're not a mod? You better be you and not someone pretending to be you. Because that'd be mad, wouldn't it? How do I know it's you? Wait, how do I know it's you? My sister. Tell me something that only you would know. But don't tell me anything bad that the internet doesn't need to know. Tell me who I play as in Fortnite. And I'll make you a mod. You're not a member. No, but you should be a mod. Tell me. Look, so the hair's up like that. We've dealt with that now. We've dealt with that. We've handled that. We're all okay with it. Everything's fine. We're going to handle that. I've got the smarty clothes on. Got the little ears, the nose. Do it, bop. Boop. The snow guy. Okay, I was going to say I don't play as the snow guy, but you call it a snowsuit. I see what you mean. I don't think it really is that, but... Give me another one of my favourites. Tell me another one of my favourites. Just we've got 3-step authentication. Listen, what we're doing today is, forget that background. That was just there for a minute just so I could dance and show you my shoes and how cool I look. What we're doing today is we're talking about this nutter. And like he's having a full-on breakdown, yeah? So I need to get around to doing it. You all right with that? I just wanted to quickly open up my own stream and see if I could gift you the memberships that, the monthly memberships, because it wasn't, okay, now there's the button, membership gifting. You have 10 memberships ready to gift this month. If terms apply. Well, I'll gift some out then. You chuffers in chat, you're here, you deserve them. So let's see if you get them. I bet nobody that's here gets it. Big ups. Don't recognise any of them. No, I know. I recognise a few of them. I recognise Princey. I feel like rolling. I've got another 5 that I can give out this month, but I feel like saving them for later on in the month. But like, maybe I should roll them out now. How did you not get them, you chuffers that are here? That the system should be. If you're here, you're more likely to get them. I think. I don't know what the system is, but. All right, rolling again. All right, I'll roll again. I'll give them out. It's early Christmas. I won't get to give out any more before Christmas unless I pay for them. These come from YouTube, really, but they come from me. Ready? Rolling again. Rolling for Covtown. Rolling for Steve R. Come on, YouTube. Let's get it. Rolling for Covtown. Rolling for Steve R. Some names there. No. Oh, what happened to my stream? Oh no, I paused it. I'm looking at the wrong window. Okay, fuck that. Okay, I can close that now, and we can push on with the stream. Do you want to push on with the stream? It's going to be a good one. The man's having a full-on breakdown, and the reason he's having a breakdown is because he's a confirmed and proven liar. So, Mr. Christmas, do you actually play Fortnite with me? Like, sometimes I dress up as Mr. Christmas, but he's not my favourite. Mr. Christmas. I'm waiting the 3-step authentication. I'm waiting for another one. Because I play more often as this other guy, and there's another guy that I got recently that I thought was pretty good. So I'm glad that I got him. And then you could just be watching me play Fortnite in the past. This could be Eddy pretending to be my sister. He's a weird one. This is a new Eddy breakdown. I haven't played for so long. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. You can. This is Eddy's problem. You see, you might be Eddy. You could be Eddy because, like, Eddy's problem was that he couldn't remember something from years ago. But you can remember things. I can remember things. Why not send a text to verify? Because I'm having fun. I assume it really is my sister. I'm just having some fun. Rick Morty. You see, there you go. I mean, Rick is not called Rick Morty, is he? But I'm putting them on as a managing moderator, so it better turn out to be my sister. Big up, Steve. You've unlocked the buttons. Steve's unlocked the buttons. Which button do you want? We're on this at the moment, aren't we?
Bang! Fact. I'm a cat.
Big ups. Thank you very much for the 99p. Yes, I'm Eggy. We'll just have to... I don't know now. Getting gaslit. Did I make you a moderator or not? I'm getting gaslit, so I'm just going to leave it. Now, she is a moderator now. If anything goes wrong, you don't know which one's which. Yeah, but he's called Rick Sanchez. He's not, like, for God's sake, you've got to be cooler than that. Rick Sanchez. I know who Rick Sanchez is. Eddy doesn't know who he is. Rick Sanchez. Well, actually, this is a bad thing, because didn't the makers of Rick and Morty turn out to be, like, you know, bad Didn't want them to turn out to be bad, and they've had to redo it or something. It's all gone down the shit. Let's not look into that. Bang.
Bang. Fact. I'm a cat.
Right. Big ups, Mellow Maggot. Thank you for the gifted membership to Baywatcher. That went specifically to Baywatcher so that it avoided Steve.
I done a murder.
I'm a cat.
Ooh, fuck's sake!
Now YouTube's messing with you. Sorry, I've been out walking the dog, so I have to blow my nose. Pop. Little blow of the nose there. It's cold outside and it's warm in here, so now I'm all like, ooh, and I've been doing the dancing. Right, should we get round to it then? Should we get round to it? Should we start with this?
So if you are ready, we are going to get straight on to song intro number 1. This is for quiz number 2. You get 19 seconds. It was a big hit from 1983. So pin your ears back. What is this?
Oh, Grandad! Oh, the Grandad! The Grandad song! Oh, I like my song, Grandad! Oh, I'm a radio man! I'm a radio man in New Zealand!
That was intro number 1. Intro number 2, you get a massive 39 seconds. And this was one hell of a sexy song back in the 1970s. What is this?
Oh baby, oh I'm sexy, oh I wish I could suck Eddie, oh Eddie's gonna suck Scott off, oh I'm a sexy man, oh I should marry an Asian maid, oh I fucking love lemonade, oh I'm an extra special Eddie, oh I'm Eggy, oh I'm Eggy, I love songs from the 70s, I'm Eggy, I'm Eddie, baby, do wop, cock.
That was intro number 2. Intro number 3 from...
So if you want to hear a full version of that with proper songs, that's even funnier than me going, yeah, 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 then it's on members because I can't do it on the stream because all of the songs are copyright. So, but there's a good one with even further. You think that's too much? Wait, you think that's too much? Wait, you think that's
1980. Too much? Now, be careful with this one. We want the full title of this one. What is this one?
Eddie, a paedophile rapist. I'm Grandad, a rapist. It's Eddie's song quiz. It's Eddie's song quiz.
So if you are ready, we are going to get...
Shake your body, don't stop.
This is...
Song, New Zealand.
That.
This version...
New Zealand.
That
this version's got some songs on, but I'll only play you a very short clip because it's going to do the copyright on the stream.
was intro number...
But it's there for members. You got green, you get this.
1. Intro number 2, you get a massive 39
full video.
seconds. And this was one hell of a sexy song back in the 1970s. What is this?
Don't do that, baby. Don't do that.
Oh, I don't think he likes that. So yeah, last week we had this video he dropped. Basically, long story short, it goes back to Super Chuffer. It goes back to something he said that was innocuous about. He had a Mixcloud. I found it. There was some weird uploads on there. I questioned why you've been uploading this guy's radio show and stealing it from this website. He said he hadn't. He said he recorded it, and that's all recorded. It's all up on Super Chuffer. It's backstory. And then a week ago, it's last week's episode on this stream, so you can go back and check the full thing. We did a 3-hour breakdown. He's had a bit more of a breakdown since. He basically said that he changed his, because I caught him in a lie, right? So if I'm Detective Scotty Hottie, right? Look, if I'm Detective Scotty Hottie, wait, I won't be able to do this with the sunglasses because I can't take the sunglasses on and off. I'm Detective Scotty Hottie, and I'm the person being interrogated. Well, how am I going to quickly put the sunglasses on? Hang on. I'm Detective Scotty Hottie, and I'm the person that's being, yeah. Well, basically, what I'm going to do to you is I'm going to tell me the full story, mate, and I tell you the full story, mate, and then I say, well, actually, since you've told me that full story, now I can break it down a bit, and I'm going to tell you that this is wrong and this is wrong. Or is it? I'm going to change my story a bit to incorporate the evidence into my story. Oh, are you? Okay, well then, what if the incorporation of the evidence is hastily compiled and it doesn't quite fit? I'm going to change my story again because I'm a fucking desperate liar. What you are you, Eddy? Eddy, yeah. So that's what's been happening. You know, it's like one of those, like a lot of you like the true crime stuff, and for a lot of us, the reason that, like, you know, we bumped into Eddy on the internet, this man here, dressed like this, is because he started talking about Nicola Bulley. You know, it's the Nicola Bulley case. God rest her soul. Rest in peace, Nicola Bulley. I can't believe this has come out of it. But that's the reason that, you know, and it was because he was speaking in a way as if he knew the family and was a bit closer on the inside and stuff like that. So that's the sort of, you know, reason that a lot of us bumped into him. A lot of you know him. A lot of you recognise his face, and, you know, we're talking about it. You know, this is my B-side channel where I talk about nutters, another internet garbage. But this could probably make its way onto Super Chuffer at some point, the full breakdown of the lies in a more short format. But tonight we're going to look at them. So it's interesting to me, the point I really want to make here at the start is that when you're going to be talking on a serious subject on the internet, you can mess about and you can have a joke. You can be as comical as you want in the right settings, but if you lie, if you tell lies, then it undermines everything. It destroys your credibility on the serious things, because it might just be a small lie here and there, 1, 2, 3 small lies here and there about things you actually factually did, people you met and talked to, you know, just little lies like that. But they're problematic because we care about, you know, the facts and the truth over on the true crime side of things. And this man, in my opinion, is liar, manipulator. And I don't know exactly, you know, what reasons. You can make up your own minds, I guess. But the two big waving red flags are massive egotistical sad act. Yeah, that's one of the reasons he might be lying. And he wanted this attention on the internet. Massive egotistical sad act. Or the other one is pointing away from Ernie Bulley, trying to cloud the truth on the Nicola Bulley case, gatekeeper. They're the two sort of concepts that are the red flags. I mean, either or, both, you know, I don't know. But the bottom line is he can't be trusted at all. So we're going to watch him having his breakdown. Like, after you caught someone lying and you prove they're lying, what they're going to do is to lie their way out of it. He couldn't lie his way out of it, so now he's just having a tantrum, and I'm here for it. So let's just go over quickly as well, like I said, a couple of these lies, because I think the lies centre around this guy, George Mahoonigan, right? So we've got this. He gets off track and stuff, but I just want to pick out 3 core points, which I've got lined up for you, so don't think I'm going to be messing around too much, yeah? George Mahoonigan and his lie on... We already caught him on Super Chuffer saying that he recorded this stuff, he uploaded it, and I said, you didn't record it and upload it. It was downloadable off the website. So instead of recording it in 1994 and uploading it to the internet, which he couldn't have done, he downloaded it in a more modern setting when he started his Mixcloud off this website and just uploaded it straight with the files off there, which he had to transform through a file encoder, which is like 2 seconds work on. Yeah. So there's no way he did this. He gets caught in a bigger lie, and we're going to go through the small lie that he tried to tell that spiraled out of control. So quickly, this first.
I was still living in the UK. And I used to get George Moonigan.
Is he a bit quiet?
Some music he would...
Bastard. He's a bit quiet, so I'm going to have to just pause the background music and boost up Eddy. And I don't like doing that because I like my background music, but it's one of those things. Okay. Let's have the gain on, and let's go again. I've got him up quite fast. Let's have him down a bit. I'm not going to have him at normal speed. I'm going to go a bit faster, but...
Okay, so 2001. In 1994... to 1998, I was still living in the UK.
94 to 98, he was still living in the UK, which is different from his original story that he told us, that he moved in 96, I think, but we'd have to cross-check that. I'm not here to cross-check all these different points, but we've got these recorded. We will be going through them. But what I'm really here today was to nail this recording thing on the radio to and the fact that he piles another lie on top. So, like, you're going to have to bear with me while I try and pick out every little point, because it's supposed to stay like a dog with a bone on the main point here, but it's difficult because I want to pick out every point.
And I used to get George Moonigan to play me some music. He would play me requests. George
Moonhoonigan would play Eddy requests. George Moonhoonigan, broadcasting in Massachusetts in the 90s, would play Eddy requests.
And I asked George Moonigan.
He asked him, spoke to him directly.
How do I save? I'd love to be able to save the shows. Now this...
How do I save the shows? I'd love to be able to save the shows. Now, in 1994, right, how would you have saved a radio show? Anyone in chat? Anyone in chat? Big ups, Jersey Gal. Thank you for the gifted membership. Thank you. Let's get some more buttons out. Let's get some of the lovely buttons out. Actually, I've got some nice buttons. Oh, that's an Eddy button.
I've just had a lovely cup of tea and a bakewell tart.
Hit you with that.
Now hold on, Lorraine.
I'm sorry they were so loud. I've got the booster on for Eddy. Cassette tape. Cassette tape, yeah. You would have just put a cassette tape in and recorded the radio if you were listening to it through your hi-fi system. Like, there's no way in the world anyone would have done anything other than just record it on tape. And what George Hoonigan would have said is, you can record it on a cassette tape, or I can send you a cassette tape. Because that's what everybody used. I think George Hoonigan even has a cassette tape deck in his setup there. Cassette tape. Everybody used it. There's no difficulty in recording a radio show in the 90s. You all had a cassette tape recorder, and you all used it all the bloody time. And you wouldn't have thought, how can I remedy this situation? The cassette tape just isn't good enough quality. Like, I need it on Blu-ray. Like, it's just absolutely bizarre. Why would you ask George Hoonigan that?
Website that you're looking at here did not exist. It didn't exist until 2001. But in 2000, in fact, I say 2001, I don't think George Moonigan's shows were actually uploaded.
He gets off track here a bit, but yeah.
At that time, I think it was after he passed away in 2004 that they decided to put...
This is something we said and pointed out, that, you know, he's building on the previous Courting Out in a Lie. He has to incorporate what we said, yeah.
All of these shows up. And in fact, the last show they've got...
So this is, remember, we've already covered this last week, but I'm just giving you the quick brief overview. I'm trying not to let him get too distracting. Full breakdown in last week's. The lie that he's going to tell on top of this is now included in the description of this video. I've got a screenshot of it. Like, you know, he can't change it. We're going to break all that down as well, but we have to prove that he said this first, yeah?
For him was in 2003. Letters We Get Letters, and I remember that one very, very well, that one there.
We're going to have to listen to these radio shows to see if he actually gets a mention, but if someone called Eddie Brown gets a mention, it doesn't prove anything about this lie, but...
And New York, New York, that one there.
Hurry
I
up,
remember
Eddie.
them very well because I believe there's actually requests from me on those shows. Now, what I said to George Moonigan before he passed away and before this website existed, without that picture, and I must make that point clear here, because what George Moonigan had, he had
Now
this
he gets
picture
distracted about the picture,
for the broadcast
which he
of his
obviously
radio
ripped
shows.
off there. We talked about it already.
He used to broadcast on, oh God, what was it? WJZ, I think. Yes, it is. It was WJZ in Averhill. And he used that photograph. So when you went into the radio station to listen to him, let's say later on today, George Moonigan, and that was the picture you're looking at. So I didn't have any photograph of George Moonigan. So
No, he didn't.
I took
He
that
probably,
photograph.
Listen, it's very unlikely he used that picture for his radio show in 1994 because he looks quite old in it.
From his radio show days. It's ironic they used it in 2001 in memory of George Moonigan, but I'd already used it. I'd already taken it. Now, when I took it so that I could attach
Where did you take it from?
it to the music files that I created.
The music files that I created. In 1994, he needed to take this picture to attach it to music files. These little points are going to come up later. I mean, they're little points that make a massive difference. Big ups, Red Fan, for the 5 gifted memberships. Big ups. Big ups. I've got the... I nearly blasted all your ears then. I've got the gain on.
Hit you with that.
Bang! Bang!
Same.
I'm a cat.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Put the game back on.
George used to send me, and it was
George used to send me. George used to send me.
very primitive back then. It was a dial-up system.
And it was a dial-up internet, and George used to send me.
I couldn't open up the shows. These shows here, you couldn't open them. These are files you can download today, but back then you couldn't do that. Not in the 90s. So what I'm going to show you today.
George used to send me. Send him. On the internet. In 1994, George used to send me. And we looked at this last week. I should have it lined up. This is 1994, the internet.
Imagine a world where every word ever written, every picture ever painted, and every film ever shot could be viewed instantly in your home.
Well, you have to imagine it, because it's tomorrow's fucking world, because the internet wasn't that good back then, and we didn't all have it, and it was dial-up, and it was 1994, and get fucking bent. Did fucking George used to send it to you? You're a liar. You're a liar. George hasn't got this kit. George isn't on the internet in 1994. Come on. And like, we'll go through why George couldn't possibly have sent it to him and why Eddie couldn't possibly have recorded it in the way he says. You know, we're getting through this. We're getting through it. So we've got that. George used to send it to me, yeah? Next up on this list of strange lies. I mean, these are things that he said that I'm going to catch his bollocks in now, yeah?
So can you see how I've had to manually...
Can you see how I've had to manually
record that from live radio? Now, when George Moonigan was live, I'm talking about in the 90s, I'm talking about in 1994, 95, 96 and whatever, yeah. This site did not exist.
The website didn't exist. None of them did. Google fucking... I don't know if Google existed. Like, fucking, do you know what I mean? Like, YouTube didn't exist. Yeah, go on.
But I did have Audacity.
You did have Audacity. Now, we've proved that this is a lie. This is last week's episode. We proved that's a lie. So he's going to have to fix that now. The fact that he's saying this Audacity didn't exist in 1994. The people that created Audacity they weren't even finished college. Audacity is a computer program that came in much later. Check out last week's, the last episode of Eddy's Lies, yeah?
I did have Audacity, and all I simply done was played the radio through my computer.
Played the radio through his computer. So again, remember, like my sister said earlier, she couldn't remember which Fortnite character I'd worked. Could you remember in 90s if you played the radio through your computer? I'll tell you how you would remember is because it was fucking impossible and you'd have been the most incredibly high-tech person in the world and you'd have had to have thousands of pounds worth of equipment in order to do it. So you would remember doing it because you would have been like, people at Sony Records would have wanted to know how you're doing it at home. Can we get that off you? Like, this is high-tech business. Like in the 90s, the very first digital radio recorder came out. He's going to reference it in a minute. We're going to get to it. This gets weird. This gets really weird. But first of all, he says he was playing it into his computer. His fucking computer, like back then, Tomorrow's World, we're talking about these computers that couldn't have received the radio from Massachusetts. He'd have to have... And how is he receiving the radio from Massachusetts in the UK? Because he confirmed with that he was in the UK, didn't he? So, like, we've got lies upon lies upon lies. We've got problems. It gets deeper and worse.
Recorded the file, saved the file. So I had to listen and record the whole thing, saved it to my computer. Now, you might be saying...
If he saved it to his computer, he might have had a really big computer because the size of that file for the hours and hours of recording would have been big back then. I don't know.
Why did you save it to your computer? Because...
Why did you save it to your computer? Yeah, good shout. Listen to this.
There was no Facebook. There was no Mixcloud.
Now, this was an issue. He said he was recording in the 90s to upload to Mixcloud initially, and then that doesn't make sense. So now he's changing it. I wasn't recording them to upload them to Mixcloud. Obviously, I was recording them for a different reason in 1994. Go on.
The reason I'd done that was because I used to then put that music, put that radio show, I used to convert it by putting a CD disc burner into the computer.
Into the computer in 1994.
And I used to move the file to the disc.
So this doesn't make sense. He's going to change this lie again to another lie in a little bit, but it's important to note that he said this.
And then
it's the reason he did it as well.
I used to have, loads of them, 10 or 20 of them in the car.
You used to have them in the car?
Because I'm a massive collector.
Because he's a massive collector of vinyl, which I don't believe. So we're saying that he's got the music in the car, and that's the reason he's listening to it. So the reason he needs to put it onto the computer in the first place, and not just record it as a tape, which he could have played in his car, because all the cars would have had tape players unless you put a CD player in. Like in 1994, you weren't putting this on your computer so that you could put it on CDs to put it into your car, because you didn't have a CD recorder on your computer in 1994. You didn't even have a computer, I would doubt, Eddie. Look at it. Like, you're making it up. It's a lie, yeah? But this is a bad lie, and he gets further caught in it. So, keep watching.
Of this old music. And what I used to do was I used to play the CDs in the car, like for my own pleasure, not to share.
Brilliant, yeah? So that's like, we're doing it like it's in court, Exhibit B. Right, next exhibit.
Let me explain to you how I actually done it. And it was George Moonigan himself that helped me do it.
It was George Moonigan himself that helped me do it.
So what I'm now going to do, I need to open up.
It was George Moonigan himself that helped me do it.
It's for me. But the files stayed on my computer for donkey's years. And if I upgraded a computer, I used to have the stuff in the old computer moved into the new computer. It's the same as this computer. This computer is not the original computer. So if I go here and go here, this is still painfully, still have to record it. You still have to painfully listen and record it using Audacity or another. You don't have to use Audacity. I use different sites. I've got a studio here. I don't use Audacity. I've just done this because that's the one that George Moonigan. It's a really old system, Audacity. That's been around for a long time. So I'd like you now, Scott Jessup, Mr. Fat Shamer, all right, to show us how you can.
We've done that last week. We proved that last week. I had lined up him saying that George Moonigan fucking told him to download Audacity. So let me just see quickly. If I can get that up. Because I had it lined up and for some reason I might close the window. Dummy, Scotty. Play Eddy. Why are you muted?
Or 95, 96 and whatever. This site did not exist, but I did have Audacity. And all I simply done was played the radio through my computer, recorded the file, saved the file. So I had to listen and record the whole thing, saved it to my computer. Now you might be saying, why did you save it to your computer? Because there was no Facebook, there was no Mixcloud. The reason I'd done that was because I used to then
Did I already play George
put that
Moonigan
music,
told me
put
to
that
do
radio
it? Did I already play that bit, or am I tripping? George Moonigan told me to do it.
show. I used to convert it by
In
putting
chat.
a
Did I already play
CD
that?
disc burner into the computer, and I used to move the file to the disc, and then I used to have loads of them, 10 or 20 of them in the car.
it's annoying me now.
Because I'm a massive.
I literally had that lined up. Why have I not got that lined up? Where is my Windows? There's him kissing. This is him doing. I had 3 of these lined up. I've just been scrolling around in them now. That's 1, 2, so there should be 3.
Collector of this old music, and
Maybe
what
it
I
just
used to
goes on
do
here.
was I used to play the CDs in the car, like for my own pleasure.
I'm going to get this because he says George told him to download Audacity, and obviously George didn't tell him to do that. So we're going to get that as well, and then we're going to move on to the breakdown of the new lie, and then his actual breakdown that he's having.
Not to share, just for me, but the files stayed on my computer for donkey's years.
The files
And if
couldn't have stayed on his computer.
I upgraded a computer, I used to have the stuff in the old computer moved into the new computer. It's the same as this computer. This computer is not the original computer. So if I go here and go here, this is still painfully uploading here, because it does take a long time. That's the other thing I was going to say to you. Oh no, we've got it there now. Look, we've got it there now. Yeah. So you see how big that is now. You see how the file will be a lot smaller than the actual conversion. So there's the conversion there. Now I've converted that. If I go back into YouTube here and I go to upload here, and then I take that GM hooker. Remember it wouldn't do it? Do you remember it wouldn't do it? Now look what happens. Look, when I take that now and I put that there. Now this has been converted using Clipchamp. I'm not going to upload this. I'm just showing you how it now should process that. It should process it now because I've converted the file to an MP4. Now you can imagine how painful this is to do this. It's not a 3-minute job. You can't just double click, and then just attach. You can't do it. So here's my thing for you, Scott Jessup, Mr. Liar. Mr. Liar,
You're the liar. Okay, I'll come back to that. George told, because I've got all those different points, yeah. But George told me to do it was one of the points. Maybe he's like, maybe I'm tripping because I literally had that lined up for this. You can see every time he says George, it's here in this thing. But
take a file from George Moonigan and just drag it. Let's come in here and just delete that forever. Delete that.
And it's slowing down my show a little bit, so I'm just going to move on from it. But I had it lined up.
Let's go to my channel. I'm going to end by saying this. Your recent weird lie about George Moonigan. George Moonigan was a
lie
gentleman.
about George Moonigan.
He had the most unique way of broadcasting. And what I liked about George is that he would give you the time of day. He would always reply to emails. He would let you call him and have a chat with him. He would play music for you. His knowledge on the music. You can see his record library there. He had thousands of these beautiful.
It's annoying me now, just him telling all his weird lies without me finding this one particular clip where he says, George told me to use Audacity.
From live radio. Now, when George Moonigan was live, I'm talking about in the 90s. I'm talking about in 1994, 95, 96, and whatever. This site did not exist, but I did have Audacity. And all I simply done was played the radio through my computer, recorded the file, saved the file. So I had to listen and record the whole thing, saved it to my computer. Now you might be saying, why did you save it to your computer? You still have to record it. You still have to painfully listen and record it using Audacity or another. You don't have to use Audacity. I use different sites. I've got a studio here. I don't use Audacity. I've just done this because that's the one that George Moonigan. It's a really old system, Audacity. That's been around for a long time.
He said it then. That's the one George Moonigan, and he didn't say it.
I've got a studio here. I don't use Audacity. I've just done this because that's the one that George Moonigan. It's a really old system.
He didn't say it there, but he was about to say it. I'm sure he says it earlier in this video.
You don't have to use Audacity. I use different sites. I've got a studio here. I don't use Audacity. I've just done this because that's the
I'm getting
one
my balls
that George
caught on this,
Moonigan.
and it doesn't matter.
It's a really old system, Audacity.
It's in the previous video as well. I'm pretty confident that he says George told him to use it. Right. Next, we've got what he says in this fucking community post. I can get rid of his bad talking on my desktop audio. I can turn off the filters, and I can have my background music back on, and we can perk back up, right? Next, we've got the cover-up of this lie. So I'm going to have to read it out because he hasn't spoke it, but he's put it in this community post. Doody fucking doody. I should have it on one of these windows here. Right, bang. And I should have it in front of my eyes here. Yes, I know it's boring for me too. I've already stated how I uploaded George Moonigan's Big 10-inch radio show to Mixcloud many years after I'd recorded the shows, but Scotty Jessup still finds it difficult to understand. So here are the facts on how I did it. Right? So basically, right, bear in mind, we're at this point now where we've just busted him in a load of lies. You've just heard them all. I used Audacity, it was the 90s, I used Audacity. You couldn't possibly have, it didn't exist. Tomorrow's World computers. You were all using tapes. I don't know why he wouldn't use tapes. He said specifically that he downloaded them so that he could upload them to Mixcloud originally, but then he changed that to specifically download them to listen to in his car on the CDs, which he's now having to change because that didn't exist either. We've caught him in loads of lies, right? It continues. The lies get worse. And this is exactly what a liar does when you catch them in the lies, isn't it? They try and lie their way out of it, and then if they can't, they have a tantrum. So here we go. I want to make it clear that when I recorded the shows live using radar sometime between 96 and 98, right? I mistakenly thought I was using Audacity at the time, but after uploading the video, I realised it was in fact radar and not Audacity. They were recorded many years before either Mixcloud or YouTube were even thought of. I then burnt them onto a CD around 2001, 6 years later, for my own listening pleasure. And after putting those shows onto a CD, played them in my car. Let's just break down this a little bit, and then we're going to, well, I'll read it all, and then I'll break it down, yeah? I recorded these shows live, so there was no need for a file converter to be used. I simply saved the recording to a floppy disk, pre-purchasing a CDR. Scott has constantly asked why I broke the audio up into smaller pieces. No, I haven't asked that. I've told him that there was 2 parts to the file, and they matched exactly with the ones you can download off George Moonigan's website in 2 parts. George broke them down into 2 pieces, and you just download them off his website after he was dead. In 1996, a floppy disk, this is 94 we're talking about, remember, not 6, but he keeps lying, but in 96, a floppy disk only held 100 meg of memory. To my knowledge, you'd get around an hour of downloaded audio onto a single disc at max. No one was downloading audio and putting it on floppy disks, but apparently you'd need stacks and stacks of floppy disks for that hours of audio. Many years later, I decided to upload them to Mixcloud along with many of my own radio shows. Scott's trying to make me out to be a liar when he knows he's the liar. So I'm not trying to make him out to be a liar, I'm catching him out in the lies. Watch this video and decide for yourselves. Well, the video doesn't contain any of that information. It's about other stuff that is lies. There's no reason for me to lie about something as small and simple as this. Exactly. And it proves that your whole, everything you do could always, anytime, just be a lie. You can't trust you at all. Absolute sick, nutty liar, yeah? What would be the point of that? Would it be to create a fake character of yourself on the internet that people could believe in? It's absolutely ridiculous, and he knows it. It is, isn't it? If you get bored watching this video, I'm so sorry to have to explain myself again. Well, you're going to have to explain yourself one more time after this. Wishing you all love and peace. Yeah. Yeah. You're going to have to explain a little more after this. So going back, he wants to make it clear he recorded the shows using live using radar sometime between 96 and 98. So I've looked into this. What he's talking about is this. It's this, right?
It's raining again. I couldn't
Big
be
ups.
happier.
Lisa Marie Hodkinson
Thank you.
70 Ps.
You won't like
OMG
that.
has so not on the ball has vile, but not an impression. Hope he got a over 18 rating on his Steam. Sorry about memberships. You should rip and he needs to be sacked XXX awful behaviour.
Big ups.
Super Chuffer owes 5 hugs.
Thank you, Lisa Marie. He was particularly rude about you recently, wasn't he? And I decided not to cover it on the streams because I just think it's not done, you know. Thank you. I'm sorry that you've caught flack for him being an arsehole. In 1994, which was when the first recording was made, when what happened was George went on the internet. George went on the radio in Massachusetts in 1994 and did a radio show in 1994 in Massachusetts. And in order to listen to it in the first place, I don't know how you do. You'd have to have some sort of international radio set up because you're in the UK. You don't get the Massachusetts radio. Yeah? But George did his show on the Massachusetts radio and Eddy apparently was listening somehow in England and he wanted to record it. But because he didn't want to use a tape recorder like everybody else, yeah, which would have been the simplest and easiest option that everyone would have used, what Eddy's decided to do is tell us that he used Audacity. But that was a lie, because he couldn't have done. He didn't have his Tomorrow's World computer. So instead, he's looked back and he's asked the internet, how could you record radio in 1994? And it's come up with this. This is the Radar. That's the Radar 2. The Radar 1, the original Radar, is this thing. In this picture here, your patience finally pays off. That's an ADAT radar. There it is. That's Radar 1, right? This is the very first digital internet radio, not internet, sorry, digital radio. Back then we were recording on tapes, reel to reel and stuff. This is digital now. CDs, digital, but not CDs, this digital. Very first digital recorder, radio recorder, and they used it in music studios, like the highest end music studios, and in 1994 it was being premiered as a new tool in the trade shows in America and was being bought by the highest end studios. It probably cost about £25,000 back then, which would be about 100, 75 grand now. It was very expensive and Eddy would not have had access to this. Even if you worked in a commercial radio station in the UK, you wouldn't have had access to this. It was starting to take off as a recording system in studios. What was also quite popular was this thing, the ADAT. And this just came out as well. This was new back then. The ADAT, a digital recording system. You would put what looked like a tape, cassette tape, but it was like a videotape. You'd put that in there and it was like a tape player. We had tape players, but this took like a cassette tape and it was digital. And it was big and it was like, if you went in a recording studio and recorded your album, they would give it to you on ADAT and then you would take that and get it pressed onto CDs and stuff. That was your master recording on ADAT. Before that, it was the big reel-to-reels. So this was the conversion to digital in recording studios. Okay? And why this is important is because Eddy's saying this is what he used to record the show. Now, you would remember the difference between this and George Mooney-Hoonigan telling you to use Audacity on the computer after having sent you files on the computer, and you would remember if you had to, as he says, laboriously sit and record it on the computer. That's different for if you didn't have to do that. Instead, you were in a recording studio, because these things, they go in big towers and they're big pieces. They go in recording studios. If you were doing this in a recording studio, it was different. So you probably remember. Yeah. And then we've got another problem. Eddy's got an additional problem, other than the problem of being the first person in the UK probably to own one of these machines at a massive cost, imported from America in 1994. Yeah, like they were just starting to get popular in proper recording studios. Like it's bizarre that he should suggest he was using this to record the radio on. He was popping in while they were on, like, sorry, you two are not finished doing their album, but I just need to record George Mooney-Hoonigan's radio show from America. Like what are you talking about? Yeah, it's the equivalent of going in while Nirvana are recording and just suggesting that they can take a break so you can record. Like, the Nirvana probably didn't even. So, like, this was high end. Okay, this was high end, and I don't believe Eddy was using it. But even if he was, in his lie. Okay, in his lie, he says that he recorded it using Radar, mistakenly thought he was using Audacity. And then he decided to transfer them onto CDs. But he said he recorded them, he saved them. In the first lie, he said that he recorded them and saved them on his computer. Now he's saying he put them on floppy disks. He's got problems with this as well. He would have had to have stacks of floppy disks. It doesn't fit on floppy disks. There's problem one. Problem two, and a huge problem for Eddy, like a really weird problem for him, is that this does not record onto floppy disks. And it doesn't go into your computer. It records onto the ADAT in the studio if you need to record from it. At the end, you record it onto the ADAT in the studio. That's the only way to record from this machine. The only way. It doesn't have computer wires in the back. Your computers didn't have plug-in sockets for this. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. As I showed you down here in this picture later on, in the development of this technology, Radar 2 offered a few more options. And you see there's a picture of a computer in the background here, because as things start to develop, you have the opportunity to plug into computers and use the computers at the same time. Again, we're not recording on the computer, we're recording on the radar and exporting it to the ADAT at the end. The computer's just software that you can use to manipulate and get involved with. And it wasn't until years later, 1997, that Radar 2 came out. And again, are you buying the highest end computer music? Is Eddy at the level of the producers like Sony and Paramount who were using this stuff? Like they didn't sell that many units. Like this was high end recording studio stuff. I don't think Eddy was. So in 1994 he didn't have the opportunity to even record it into his computer. That didn't exist. So assuming he's going to lie his way out of that and say that he used the ADAT machine, essentially the recording thing that you would use in a music studio, you know, when U2 get their masters, it's on ADAT. He used that, an expensive, like you would never do this because you would just record it on a tape. The people in the studio would say, get out the studio, just record it on tape. A cassette tape. You don't want it, this is my £25,000 or today's equivalent money, £75,000 machine, and each cassette is worth like, 20, 30, 40 quid. We don't want to use that for that. We want to use that for the recording the studio bands and the really important stuff. We want to use your cassette tapes for that. Anyway, like if he did record it onto ADAT, the ADAT would hold the radio shows and he wouldn't need to put them on floppy disk, because this is the pinnacle of recording. So the floppy disks would be useless. And even if he did, he would have to find a way of converting this to digital for the computer floppy. Like this is already digital, but converting it into the computer, like getting the ADAT to send to the computer. And that is another link in the chain. He is not Sony Records, and he did not do this. It's not possible. It's not possible. And he's not even saying he did that with the ADAT. He didn't realise that's what he needed to say. But now he does, so he'll probably say that. What he didn't do is record it to floppy disk, because this can't put it on floppy disk. It can't. It can't. A lot of you in chat are saying more intelligent things than I know, Big ups Martin. Martin knows a bit about this sort of stuff. Martin, interested in music and stuff like that, aren't you? You understand what I'm saying as well, don't you, Martin? Like the level he's suggesting he's at here. Like if in 1994 you owned this and an ADAT and all that, like your studio would be so expensively kitted out. It's untrue. Like I went recording a demo with my band in the late 90s. Like how old was I then? And they had an ADAT machine, but we had to pay hundreds of pounds to be in the room. Like this was not there's no way. There's like no shot that Eddy was doing this. There's no shot. It's the very first studio recording system, and to use it for a radio show like that is absolutely impossible and bizarre. Well, it's not impossible, but then the other thing that is impossible is what he goes on to say, which is that he recorded them onto floppy disk. I recorded these shows live. Okay, let's read through it again now. I want to make it clear that when I recorded the shows live using Radar sometime between 96 and 98, and that he's got a problem because Radar 1 came out in 94, Radar 2 came out in 97, or did it, like I just say, like the radio show came out in 94, the one that he recorded, 1994. So it's not between 96 and 98, there's a lie. He's using the Radar system to record it. not Audacity now. Instead of being on a computer and pressing play and record on a computer, he's now on the world's most expensive hardware in a studio, and he can't remember the difference. Yeah. I'm saying that's a lie. Okay, so lie on top of a lie. Yeah. Let's continue. I mistakenly thought I was using Audacity at the time. No, you didn't. You made very clear you were using Audacity. You said it was laborious and you had to sit through it while it recorded. And you said George Mooney-Hoonigan told you to use it, and that Audacity was like you literally described the process of doing it and everything. It's not a mistake. Oh, I thought I was using this, but I was using that. Thought it was Coca-Cola, but it was Pepsi. No. Like, you described the process in depth and in detail. It wasn't a mistaken misspeak or anything like that. But after uploading this video, I realised it was in fact Radar and not Audacity. No. After I went on the internet and described how you are lying and busted your lies, you now have to change your story. They were recorded many years before either Mixcloud or YouTube were even thought of. Yes, that's what we said, Eddie. That's one of your problems. I then burned them onto a CD around 2000, 2001. Different from what you had just said earlier. Isn't it, Eddie? Different from your first lie and the lie before. For my own listening pleasure, after putting those shows onto a CD, played them in my car. I recorded these shows live, so there was no need for a file converter. No, because you apparently had this and also access to the Massachusetts radio in the UK. How did you do that? Yeah? So there was no need for a file converter. So why were you so angry in this video that you made, banging on about having to convert the files, and Scott, you can't convert the files, and file conversion, and banging on about it? Why was that so important to you if you didn't even have to convert the files? Because that was your evidence and your proof that you weren't lying. But don't suppose it matters now. You even told us that George sent you files and they weren't usable. So you did say that you wanted to convert the files, but you know, when you're lying. I simply saved the recording to a floppy disk, pre-purchasing a CDR. No, you didn't. As Martin Dean says, you'd have had to use stacks. Scott has constantly asked why I broke the audio up into smaller pieces. Back in '96, a floppy disk only held about 100 meg of memory. To my knowledge, you'd only get around an hour of downloaded audio onto one single disk at max. So he's got another problem, which is he recorded it live off the radio. Yeah? He recorded it live. Which means he recorded it in one long file, because otherwise he would have had to stop it and start it again, and there would have been a break in the recording with some missing information, wouldn't there? The stop and the start bit. And why would you do that when you're recording on this, the world's most powerful, expensive, modern? You would just press record and record the whole show, yeah? Oh no, because I need to fit it on a floppy disk, so I need to stop it every now and then. Do you? No, because the only way to get it out of this is to put it on the ADAT. So you wouldn't think about floppy disks at this stage. It would be silly. So everyone else in the world using this would have recorded it in one long file and exported it through the ADAT onto the big tape, the world's most expensive recording thing, and put that on their library shelf and said, thanks, I've got the most top level recording of it I can possibly get. That'll sit on my shelf, and if I ever need to use it in the future, in 6 years time, I'll pull that off the shelf and put it on the CD in 6 years time. But as I don't need to use it now, I won't need to think about floppy disks, because in storage terms, this is the best possible way to store it. So you wouldn't have recorded it in broken sections. When you come to put it onto floppy disks, you would have had an issue, because it wouldn't have fit on the floppy disks if you were telling the truth that you did that, which you're not. And then you wouldn't have been able to break the file up into different bits, would you, without putting it into software and cutting it up and editing it and exporting it as smaller files. You can't just say, my file is 800 meg. Computer, please split it into two smaller files. Now, you can't break a file up in one solid file. So what you're suggesting then, if the lie is, he's either recorded it with a start-stop system just on the 100 meg to make it fit on a floppy disk, which is insanity. Yeah? Like, it's layers of insanity now. Isn't it? Like, layers of insanity. Or he's lying, or he could have just done it at a later stage off the ADAT and no one ever would have. So that's an insane lie as well. Like, the idea that you would need to start and stop it to fit it onto floppy disks in the first place. Like, it doesn't, none of this makes sense. He's supposed to be an audio technician guy. Why isn't he just recorded it onto a cassette tape? Like, it's so bizarre. To my knowledge, you'd only get around an hour of downloaded audio onto a single disc at max. Many years later, I decided to upload them to Mixcloud, along with many of my own radio shows. So we've got another issue here, right? When you're recording these CDs for your car, I don't know if you've ever recorded CDs for your car. I don't know if you remember this. Do you remember this? But the CDs for your car and the stuff you upload to Mixcloud, the files, they might be different. And Eddie was complaining that files needed converting for uploading to Mixcloud. So we'd have to find out, and again, not so certain on this myself, but back then, what kind of files would have needed to be on the computer for doing the car? Would you have needed to convert them once you got them off your floppy disks? You said you didn't need to convert anything now, but maybe conversion would have been needed. But it's not even that important because it's only another lie on top of a lie on top of a lie. Scotty's making me out to be a liar when he knows he's the liar. What am I lying about? Eddie's defence against me proving his lies is, I know you are, but what am I? And to throw a tantrum. So we're going to watch the tantrum now. Watch this video and decide for yourself. We'll watch the tantrum video if you want, actually. And the only thing I haven't been able to do today, which is going to bug me, because I've got it. I'll do it in Nutter Watch. I promise you, in Nutter Watch, I'll do it. Because I've got it. He says George told me, or George suggested it, or George, you know, it was George that told him to use Audacity. He phoned George, and George, because he had problems, you know, it must be on here.
When George used to send me, and it was very primitive back then, it was a dial-up system, I couldn't open up the shows. These shows here, you couldn't open them. These are files you can download today.
Like, why? Could you understand what I'm saying as well? Like, he said, oh, I just couldn't remember. It was 30 years ago, you know, how I did it. But why couldn't, like, there's a difference in using the world's most expensive studio equipment and George himself suggesting you use Audacity and George sending you files. Why would he say George sent him the files? Because again, at the other end, George doing his little radio show in Massachusetts, yeah, doing his little Massachusetts radio show. Apparently George was sitting in one of the world's most expensive, you know, studio kit setups with one of these as well, because he was recording it and also getting it onto his computer and also sending it around the internet. Seems a bit far-fetched, doesn't it? So how would you make that mistake?
But back then you couldn't do that, not in the 90s. So what I'm going to show you today is Scott Jessup is saying all you need to do is download one of these.
Big ups, you're right in chat. You're right in chat.
Any one of them, and you can put them straight up to Mixcloud or YouTube. I'm going to show you why you can't do that. So let's say...
Yeah, I would have probably banned Sue already looking at that, saying, you are obsessed, touchy moderator. In fact, I'll do it. Bye. No, that was just message delete. Come on, Scotty Hottie. Touchy moderator. Bye.
Let's say that Scott Jessup has proved I'm a liar. Now, what I said...
Are you all saying it's good? I just ban them.
Don't just say I'm a liar. Prove
Do you want to unban them?
So, because he refuses to prove I'm a liar,
Unhide.
I'm going to prove I'm not a liar.
Unhide. It's that easy. It's that easy. I've unhid them. It's that easy. No one needs to get their egg on or unegg. Like, there's no need to get eggs or anything. It's that easy. Just ban, unban. They're unbanned now again. So I can ban them again if they get eggy. Don't be mean to people. No one needs to be mean to people. I'll be mean to Eddie. You can all be mean to Eddie.
So let's start from the beginning and let's hit download on any one of these shows.
Leave it. Okay, we're all good. We're all good.
You can see it's downloaded up here. It's downloaded. There it is. It's done. That's how quick it downloads one of these shows. Right? Now, let's go to... Let's find it. It's in here somewhere.
I just think the only thing is, right, I swear Eddie said, George, and I lined it up before I did the show. And then I went and walked the dog, and I come back and I had my windows open, went through them one by one, and I said to myself, that's lined up there, but we didn't get it, so what am I missing? Like, where is it?
That's been around for a long time. So, I'd like you now, Scott Jessup.
You know, I don't want to go on, like, through all his bollocks. I just want the bit where he says George advised that I used it. Maybe he says advised? No. I swear it's George, so the word George should hit. And I had it lined up. Like... And it does hit, but like... Here it is, I found it. Fuck you, Eddie, I found it. Listen, I found it. This is a killer blog. This one. This is an absolute killer blog. And I want it loud so I can hear it seen. DJ Patience. See, I'm remembering now in my head a tape that I had back in the 90s. DJ Patience. It was really fucking banging, that tape. It's one of the best tapes I've ever heard. DJ Patience at Malvern Frogs Live. I can remember it all. I remember I didn't record it onto a fucking ADAT. Do you know what I mean? Listen to this.
Now, I want you to imagine before the website existed, George Moonigan said to me, why don't you download Audacity?
I probably did start off with it, didn't I? I've probably already covered that. George Moonigan said to me, why don't you download Audacity? How would you not? Like, it's not that I made a mistake and I used the wrong software. I said it was Audacity and actually it was Logic Audio or something like that. You know, it's an old recording software. I don't remember which name it was. I did a completely different thing in a different way. I either went in a recording studio and used a high-end recording studio setup, or I sat in front of one of the world's most advanced computers and did it that way. And the reason he said that he did it on the world's most advanced computer, which didn't exist back then because Audacity didn't exist, is because George told him to. So it's these layers of lies. Like, you don't remember whether it was this or it was that, but you remember that George told you. Like, you're very specific about it. It's not some little thing. It's a very specific thing. So now when we ask him, what did Truth Finders tell you? Or what did he say, Nicola Bulley's this or that? What does any of it matter? He's lying about what people told him in the past to back up his lies that make no sense anyway. What kind of person does this? Like, what kind of person does it? Like, why would you need to do this about anything? Do you know what I mean? Imagine this is your partner and it's a little thing, isn't it? It's a little thing, but you've been with them for like a few years or whatever, you know, and you're getting to know that everything's going well, sat in the house and you find out just a little fact that you say, oh, you know, like, turns out you couldn't have used Audacity back then. He goes, oh yeah, actually I did this. And you just look on your phone and you think, actually, no, you couldn't have done that. You think, you sat next to me and you're telling me this. Do I even know you? Why are you lying to me? I wouldn't put up with that shit at all in my life. Like, this is absolute, like, for me, that's like a real, like, coffin nail in this bollocks, isn't it?
Okay. So it's now playing the file for me.
George told me.
But again, it's playing it through my computer and I'm grabbing that sound. Now, I want you to imagine...
And you see how in depth he explained the process as well? It going through my computer, I'm grabbing the sound. He was trying to baffle with technology some of the idiots, that's all. But when you look into it, he's the idiot because he couldn't have done this. But he remembers doing it, playing it through the computer, recording it laboriously, which wouldn't have been what he did. So...
Before the website existed, George Moonigan said to me, why don't you download Audacity and when I go live, play my radio show through your computer, and he said play with the settings to make sure that you can record it.
George Moonigan said play it through your computer and play with the settings. George did.
And then it will actually record the show. Now this was in the late 90s, 1996, 97.
No, it wasn't. It was 1994 that he broadcast the show that you recorded.
So I downloaded, and we're talking, you know, pretty primitive. I mean, today...
So he's specifically remembering exactly what kind of technology he was using. And he's talking pretty primitive. Back then it would have been very advanced because it would have been the best computer in the world to do this.
Quick, I can move around this computer, but it wasn't like that back then. It took forever. And there were glitches and all kinds of stuff. Glitches?
He's just making it up. He didn't use computers back then. Oh, you know, the old computers with the glitches. Do you remember the old cars with the old, like, you know, where the gears would slip? Yeah, and the old computers with all the glitches. Yeah, it was always glitching, wasn't it, the old computer? Glitches? What's he talking about? That's not what... Do you know what I mean? He just threw in a computer word.
When I recorded the shows, and I'm just going to do a couple of minutes for you to show you what happens.
So there you go. Proven liar. Yeah, full proven liar. And his backup lie, the lie to cover the lie, that didn't work either because look what it is. Look what it is. It's just absolutely bizarre, and we've totally done with that now. You can't ever pretend you recorded this stuff. You simply didn't. You're not tomorrow's world. You're tomorrow's wanker. No way. You're not tomorrow's world. You're today's twat. That's what Eddy is. Right, and in that theme, he's now had a massive tantrum, so we're going to watch that, yeah. And I've prepared... where is it? There we are. He looks good there, doesn't he? Oh, he looks like me, doesn't he? Does he? Or no? Hang on, wait. Just going to have to do a quick straw poll in chat. Does Eddy look like me? We're going to have to do a poll. Does his costume look like me? Wait, let's do a poll. Why isn't it not letting me do the poll? Fuck you. I can't even do the poll. I popped out chat and it won't let me do chat. Ah. I'm doing it. I'm not giving up on that. I'm doing the poll. I've got it here. I've got it in another window, haven't I? You know. Which is view your channel. I'm doing the poll. Does he look like me? You can tell it in chat. You can tell it in chat, but I'm gonna ask it you in chat. Start a poll. Does he look like me? Start poll, because it's all right if you look like me and you do a good one where you look like me, but I just want to compare and contrast. You can see me on the screen. You can see him. What do you think? Does he look like me? Because that's the thing he's going for. So, as I say, what's happened is he's had a tantrum, right? And now he's having a breakdown. And this is what we're here for. This is the best bit, right? Had a tantrum and a breakdown. So we're here for the breakdown, yeah? You ready for the breakdown of the breakdown? I mean, it's hard because I've got to react to it. I don't really know what to say. I feel a bit worried. And also, he recorded this with his own background music of one of his new songs, which we should just quickly mention first, actually. We should just quickly mention that first, which is his new song, this one called I've Got Eddy Kissing. Now, obviously he doesn't like this. Yeah. He's not very happy with that. So he's written a song about it. But he's a bit confused because in this, he's kissing himself. And it's a comment on his own narcissism, really, isn't it? In this, Eddy has written a song about me kissing Eddy. And there's an issue there because I never talked about kissing Eddy. I don't want to kiss Eddy. But the concept is all now being brought up. Do you remember in the last one? I don't know, we didn't do a thorough breakdown of it. The last time he dressed up as me, he talked about him sucking me off or something. He's getting a little bit weirdly sexually obsessed about my and his relationship. Like he's bringing up sex between us, and it's creepy and weird. So this song, which I'm not going to play you really because it's shit, but you know, it's got this clip of me at the start. I've got the Eddy one. That's a classic, isn't it? Talking about the other pictures I've done on the artificial intelligence of people kissing. He watched our stream yesterday, basically, because his songs includes this little dog that I saved. Oh God, I should have got that as well. The people that I saved the dog left a really lovely Facebook comment to say we were lovely people and to praise me. So that's nice. I should have got it as evidence that I'm a good person because he critiques that as well. So yeah. And then the song's about kissing, and it's one of his terrible songs. It sounds bad. You won't enjoy listening to it. He's got the Kessinger going now. He's picked up on the Kessinger.
It's you I'm missing. It's you that needs kissing.
So he's talking about me kissing Eddy.
Kissing.
It's like this weird fucking thing about me kissing Eddy. So like I'm saying, like in Eddy world, like sort of to sock it to me, he's gonna make you sort of think about what it's like if Eddy and him and me were kissing, which is creepy and weird to me. I don't know how it seems like a negative for me that he's thinking about us kissing. Like the two people in the song, Scott and Eddy, right? I'm not there, I'm not writing the song, he's doing it, yeah? But he's the other person in the song, Eddy. So he's written a song about kissing me and me and him kissing. Like kissing could be listen, this is where Eddy, there are some people on the internet trying to say I'm a misogynist. As ludicrous as that is, right? Kissing, because when I explain this, kissing is an equal thing. Like we are kissing, yeah? If you kiss somebody, then you are proactively kissing them and they are like subordinate. They're like the subject of the kiss. There's like an object-subject relationship. That's like an actor and someone who's acted upon. I am going to kiss you and you are going to be kissed, yeah? So it's a very misogynistic way to look at kissing, to say, I'm kissing you, or doing the kissing and like that. I'm probably going to say this. I've probably talked about me kissing Nicole Kessinger in the past, but I think Eddy's deliberately in his song, like casting this like unequal balance of who's doing the kissing, right? But it doesn't matter, right? His weird unequal balance of who's doing the kissing, because he's writing the song. So he's writing a fantasy song about me and him kissing, is the way I'm reading that. Yeah, whether it's me kissing him aggressively, whether there is really a subtext of subordination to kissing, whether I'm going to get caught out in my own misogynistic bullshit when I've said that I would give Nicole Kessinger a kissy. Giving someone a kissy and kissing them, like, there are different ways to think about it. I believe that I think about kissing in the right way, which is that it's an equal thing. You know, sometimes you can kiss someone and they are getting kissed. That can happen in a nice way. You know, I'll give you a kiss on the head. Do you know what I mean? It can, in a nice way. But it can also be a patronising, bullying, belligerent act if you're a misogynist. So I think of it in the right way, and Eddy thinks of it weird, because he's done a song about me and him kissing. So that's weird. Do you know what I mean? It's weird. It's not normal. It's weird. It's not a comedy funny thing. It's weird. Yeah, so that's the song covered. I don't need to go into any more depth than that, do I? Like, me and him kissing is weird. And him doing a song about it and putting that out there in the world is very, you know, it's special behaviour. Now, being gay isn't weird, but him wanting to fucking kiss me is weird. Yeah, because he's angry at me. Is he the angry? The video he's done, he incorporated the song into the video as like background music. Now I've gone on AI and I've removed the background music as best I can, and I'm going to leave my relaxing background music on in the background. It's Mario Kart and such, so he can fuck off, right? We're not listening to his music, so I've got my background music to cover that, and he can't copyright it because he can shut up, right? This is fair use. I'm critiquing his nonsense. Are you ready for the meltdown? Can we get a yes in chat if we're ready for the meltdown? It's not as bad as the last one where we went really red and said really nasty things to people, which we haven't fully covered, but it is bad. And it's his way. He thinks he's laughing his way out of this. He thinks he's joking his way out of this. But the truth is, we've uncovered a lie. He's then lied on top of the lie, and his response is not to address the problem, but to attack. And his best, when he did dressing up as me before, all the goon squad and Alan's ex-spanners and the idiots and the bin crew out there, like the new bins, yeah, they all jumped on the bandwagon and said, "Oh, you're so clever, Eddy, for doing something so simple. We think you're clever, and we think you're good." So he thinks this is his best one, like his best I'm a nice guy act to do this, and he thinks this is his best way to deflect from the lie, but it's not. And he looks like an arse ban. He looks like an arse clown. Arse clown. Sorry, I got my words. I said ban. I don't know what ban means. An arse ban. I was looking at chat and like concerned that like someone was going to get banned again. An arse clown. He is an arse clown. Okay, you're not voting, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the poll. We're going to see whether Eddy looks like me, and it turns out no. No. He wishes he did. He wishes he did. Okay. An everyday typical morning with Scott Jessup, that's me. The fat shamer, which is now a bizarre new concept that he's brought up out of nowhere that doesn't apply to me. So there you go. The fat shamer, and poo is his thing that he likes.
I love you, you liar. I love you, Eddy. Oh, Eddy, Nicole Kessinger, Eddy, Nicole, oh, Eddy, oh.
So already we see that I'm in bed. I have recently done some Super Chopper for You streams from my phone in bed as a little test thing. You do get quite a lot of views on them, you'd be surprised. Well, I do. And that's what he's parodying here. What's strange to me is that on my, like, I've got Super Chopper, I've got Battery Exhausted, I've got Send Trees, Super Chuff for You is like another channel that we haven't quite got monetized. I was hoping it might get monetized this year. It didn't, but it's up to like 800 subscribers, and we put all the sort of fun stuff like when we're watching Neighbours or reacting to old episodes of Big Brother or stuff like that. Just throw up a load of fun stuff, reacts cut from Twitch, and it's like the in the tier list of my channels, although some people quite enjoy it actually. For me, like, you know, Super Chuffer, Battery Exhausted, and then it's down here in the other channels section. So I used it to do the live streams because I didn't think a lot of you would know about it and turn up that well. You know, I just thought it's a quiet space to try out the phone streaming thing. But what's incredible to me is that Eddy's found it and has discovered it and is watching it and is like into it, like, because it's like an extra level of stalking me around the internet now. But, you know, it goes on. Can I turn Eddy up a bit? I can, but I would have to turn down the background music. And we need that. Let's see how we go. I'll monitor his sound and I'll see how we go, because he might start piping up a bit louder when he starts yelling.
Oh, sorry about that, everyone. I don't know what happened there. I really don't. Oh, goodness me. Oh, good morning. I was having a nightmare there. I was dreaming about Eddy. I love my Eddy. I can't stop thinking about him, I'm thinking about him all the time. I don't know why, but I just am. You know, I've got one of them sticks. You got one of them sticks? Anyway, live,
I do have one of those.
The program.
When he says, oh, you've got one of those sticks, what he means is one of these sticks. Because I do spend the tippies money on gear for the stream, basically, you know. And one of these sticks is, what he means is, well, I don't know if he means this, but this is called a gimbal. It's not just a stick, is it? But it does this, and it holds the phone, and it goes on, and then it'll like move, like when you put your phone on it, it like magnetizes onto it, and then you can hold it on the stick, but you can also move it around with your thumb, and if you move it around like this, you know, it's like one of those streamer things, isn't it? It's a bit posh, more posh than a stick, Eddy. But since he doesn't understand technology at all and thinks that he was recording radio in the 90s, you know, the man's an idiot, isn't he? Let's turn my stick off. Fold away my stick, put it back in the little bag, keep it neat and tidy. Yeah, got a stick. You don't know, Eddy, so you're holding this in your hand like you usually do your dick.
You know, he didn't record it. Yeah, I wake up and I think of Eddy. Sometimes I've got a boner, you know, like I've got.
Right, this is weird because I do wake up with a boner. He's got that right. But I don't think of Eddy, as proven by my live streams that I've been doing in the morning, that don't really think. Oh, I know. Wait, I did talk about Eddy in one of them, didn't I? I did. I said let's wait, because that was like the aftermath of finding out he's a massive liar. So that's true. I did. Yeah, actually, I did. So he's got me there as well. Boner, agree. Eddy, not so much for you.
Hold on, you know what I mean? Because, you know,
I'm going to absolutely hammer the man leading up to Christmas. Eddy's going to have the worst Christmas of his. I think he's going to have a bad Christmas anyway, because he hates it out there for Christmas, missing England, missing everything that we do here, missing all the traditions, having his little one-on-one Christmas with the lady that lives in his house that he's not very, you know, would rather look at the ladies diving in the water and film them instead. Like Eddy's gonna have his little. He might even be driving the train on Christmas. Who knows? I just don't think he's going to be having a great Christmas this year. He's obviously having a breakdown beforehand, leading up to it. We've got loads of songs to release. We've got now. That's what I call Eddy. There's going to be a new song on Sentries every day. He doesn't seem to like any of them. So yeah, he's not going to have a great time.
Anyway, you know, good morning, everyone. Welcome to you know, in your right ear and your left ear. Do you like my new song? Yeah.
I forgot to do that.
Hey, Kissing Eddy.
Hi, you with Scott. This is your right ear and your left ear. This is mono. Let's get down.
You know, I've got Eddy kissing. I've got Eddy kissing, yeah.
I have got Eddy kissing, look. Got Eddy kissing. Is the sound balance alright for you? Because I've got the background music on, I've got him on, I'm trying to boost the sound for him, and I don't want his background music to dominate, because then, you know, I don't want his horrible music dominating, so... Right. Big ups, Missy Mel. Thank you for the 20. Big ups.
Bang! I'm a cat.
Come on, Button.
Same.
Big ups. Thank you very much. I'm going to get a nicer button than that. I'm going to go back to the old school.
Brian Batonte.
Eddie needs arresting, doesn't he?
What are we gonna do? We got a big problem.
Big ups, Mel. Thank you very much.
Oh, do you know what? I think my hair might be going a little bit.
You bought the cheapest possible costume wig there, didn't he?
I think my hair might be going
Or do you think that's something he uses for going out and doing crimes?
a little bit thin on top. Used to be really thick, but, you know. Anyway, who do you think you fucking are? Who do you think you fucking are? Eddie? Eddie, I just want Eddie. Every time I think of Eddie, I think of wanking, actually. I might even have a...
He's gonna...
Oh, fuck off, mother, fuck off, get out of here. Fucking mother, mummy, fucking coming in here while I'm having a wank, fuck off.
Okay, so the joke was there that I had a wank, and then my mom came in. He didn't execute it very well, did he? You know? Didn't execute it very well. I need a bit more lively background music to cover up his nonsense. That might work.
Fucking mother.
Oh, sorry, what were you saying about my mother?
Fucking mother. Fucking mother. She stinks, my mum.
It seems like he's having a breakdown. Do you remember what I was saying? I think it seems like he's having a bit of a breakdown here. Like, definitely seems like he's having a breakdown at this bit.
Having a wank? Fuck off. Fucking mother. Fucking mother. Fucking mother. She stinks, my mum. She does. Fucking stinks. Found a dog the other day. Did I tell you about the dog I found? Blind in one eye. I say I found it. I fucking kicked it. Anyway, I brought it back because, you know, that's the type of guy I am. Do you like...
So this is weird because this is like really new news. Yesterday on stream we discussed it. Oh, I can't be asked to bring up the pictures now, the Facebook stuff. That was yesterday's stream on Twitch. I found a dog while I was walking my dog, little Jack Russell, and I rescued it, obviously. So the lady whose dog it was away, but it was staying with a friend, and they unfortunately had to go to the hospital, and the dog had got out, so I had to stay up with the dog for a bit, and we located the owners. You know, we did it through Facebook, and they were very, very pleased, obviously. And it was nice people, so we got the dog back to them. The dog had a lovely time at our house for a little bit, and that was a nice little story. And Eddie's cross about it or something. Like, what it proved is that he was watching my stream yesterday late at night or early in the morning for him or whatever the fuck. And everything now, like me finding a dog on my dog walk has triggered him. The man's having a full breakdown.
I hear, do you? Do you like it? It's fucking, I tell you what, I can't fucking, sometimes I fucking hear. I'm a hairdresser, me, you know. You can tell by a good...
Could you imagine being a member of his family and walking in on him doing this? You know, how would you feel if you walked in and there was Uncle Eddie doing this? Like he's done a song about me and him kissing, and then he's dressed up as me while he's in bed.
Here, do you? Do you like it? It's fucking, I tell you what, I can't fucking, sometimes I fucking hear. I'm a hairdresser, me, you know. You can tell by how good my fucking hair is. Eddie's a fucking liar. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about Eddie lying. Eddie lying, oh, you fucking liar. You didn't record that programme.
You didn't record that programme, did you liar? There we go, let's talk about him lying. He didn't record that programme though, did you liar? Like, why don't we talk about you lying? Isn't that really important? Doesn't that undermine your credibility on the internet? Are you now not a laughing stock on the internet? Like, when you put the Dark Side Phil quote this is, when you put on the clown makeup, you can never take it off. And listen, we can all have a laugh, and sometimes people go a bit over that, like when you put your Willie in Allen's mouth, you can never take it out. Sometimes we go a little bit overboard, okay. But like what's happening here is Eddie is having a tantrum after being proved to be a liar, and he's decided this is a look for him on the internet. I know it's ridiculing me, but he's actually there with his face looking like this, doing this. So it's, I think cringe is the word, but even cringe is a cringy word these days. But it doesn't look like you're having a good time, and it doesn't look like you're like, in terms of, okay, let's say next week Eddie's going to release his big Nicola Bully video with his theory about truth finders and all this nonsense, yeah? Like, he's going to release his big theory and like Penny in the River and Pushed and all that. Like, he's going to release his big who gives a fuck? Look at the madman. He's just spent a year going nuts about me, like launched a hate campaign, engaged others within it, manipulated. Some want to be manipulated. Like, there's others that are in it together. We know, like, you know, whatever. Like, you know, there's a hate campaign going. That's his thing that he's doing. So, on top of that, we've caught him out because of his, like, because of his foolishness. We've caught him out in several lies, not just one or two. This Moon Hoonigan thing's one quite big, you know, multiple layered lie now. It's not the only thing he's lied about. Yeah, and that has now built this. He used to have a persona that he put on the internet. Hi, I'm Eddie. I'm the radio guy. You know, I'm a lovely guy. I like old records and mince pies and cherry bakewells. And you know, if back in my day, we used to leave our doors open, and it was just such a nice time. And you know, me, when I talk about Nicola Bully, I do it because I really care. And I wish that, you know, me and Nicola, we've got this special connection, and I know the family, and the family would tell you this, and, you know, you can trust me, I'm a nice guy. And all that was a fake persona, just to get you to listen to his Nicola Bully shit, yeah? And the reality is that he's a fucking psycho whack job nutter, yeah? And he can't keep it in anymore, and he's done a year of hate campaign. That's who Eddie is, isn't it? That's who Eddie is. Not comedy song, like, not like, you know, although he used our idea of the comedy, so I told him to do the Song Wars. Like, he isn't funny. His songs aren't comedic, and he's nasty. I want to say the V word, vile, but I hate the word. Like, you know, he's nasty and strange, and he's made it his like occupation, other than train driver, to do this on the internet. So his credibility is now completely in the toilet. Yeah. Oh, but Scott, you did that to Alan. No. Our stuff was entertaining. Our stuff was comedic, and we were actually putting the videos up on the screen and saying why it was bad. In with the entertainment was the point. This isn't that. This is just bullying, ridicule, shit smearing and slander in order to obviate from the truth, which is that he's a fucking liar, and that his credibility is nil. It doesn't matter what he says or does anymore. It just doesn't matter. But he's having the tantrum, so we've got 10 more minutes of it.
You damn.
I mean, I'm here for it. Like I said, all Christmas I'm here for this, Eddie. Like, you go on your fucking massive tantrum thing. Like, let's see the holes in the wall that you've been punching. You go for it, yeah? I'm going to be here for it. I'm going to be doing the songs. I'm going to be doing the streams. I'm going to be having a great time. I've had the shave, so I can't play Father Christmas this year, unfortunately. But then again, you know, I'm not the one to want to have the kids on my knee, am I, Eddie? So, yeah.
Loaded it. It was 30 years ago. Hey, how can't you fucking remember?
Oh, talking about that, actually, just quickly, you know, someone else we cover on this stream, just quickly talking about that. While I'm in an egg mood, just talking about that, I've seen some of these Facebook pictures recently. Have you seen these? Let me just quickly show you these. The old Facebook photos. You know, when you do photos on Facebook, you know, when you're on your holidays, when you're a YouTuber, you know, those sort of photos that you do. Babysitting, it's like being a superhero, but instead of saving the world, I'm just negotiating snack time. Meeting my youngest fans. I don't know if she watches the Jay Slater case on TikTok, but okay. Back to Eddie. Yeah, back to Eddie then, yeah. Sorry about that. That was just a little interlude to sicken you, turn your stomach.
Or what you did 30 years ago, you stupid man, you stupid fucking songs. Dolly Dopehead, fucking leave my Dolly alone. If she wants to be a dopehead, let her be a dopehead, alright? I love Dolly Dopehead. Don't I, Dopehead? You fucking know I do, Dopehead. You know, you fucking dopehead, you fucking dopehead. Anyway, so where was I?
I'm not sure this is a very good representation of me in terms of what it looks like or the way it behaves. Like, when you critique someone and you ape them, when you, like, you know, perform a character, then, like, the costume's one thing. Like, did a reasonable cosplay of Peter Fording, if I don't mind saying it. But like the behaviour's another one, and Eddie likes his little impressions and stuff. He hasn't got me down, has he? He hasn't got me down at all. This is just him and his anger, but with a beard and a wig on. Like, there's no impression of me. The beard and the wig don't make the impression. Saying things in a bad way doesn't make it like it's making you look like a fucking nutter. Because also people will look at this and wonder who you're supposed to look like and what you are doing. Like, mind you, the only people who are watching him now are like us and the sad people who are angry at me, and that's about it. He's got his own fake accounts in the chat talking to himself, hasn't he?
Yeah, Jess got a lovely voice.
Has she?
Why won't you be my friend again? Please.
I'd rather she wouldn't.
Be my friend again, please, Jess.
I'm not looking for any friendship over there. No, thank you.
You know I like you, Jess.
Why are you all saying this in chat with this What's Up Jessup? What's going on with this What's Up Jessup? Now the background music's loud, yeah. I'm trying to really balance it, but when his background music goes up, I'm a bit concerned that he wants to force his music onto the stream, so I'm not allowing that to happen. So yeah.
You know I do. Tell that fucking boyfriend of yours to fuck off. Tell him to fuck off.
Tell him to fuck off.
Fucking.
He's not a boyfriend anymore, is he?
Fuck off. You know what? Do you know what you people are doing? You're turning me into that fucking Kevin. You know that Kevin hasn't been around for a while. Fucking Kevin. Where are you, Kevin? I fucking defended you. I defended you, you bastard. Don't understand where you've gone. And what about that rustic Rach? She's a fucking nutter. Never seen a fucking hedgehog. What about my hair? You think I'm hot, don't you?
Are we mentioning people so that we can stir things? Is that what we're doing? He really likes that Rach, doesn't he? What's this now? Or is he playing to the audience? Is that what he's doing?
You think I'm fucking hot? What do you want? You want me fucking back at the door again? Eddie,
Big ups Bum Bum for Dictator.
I can't believe it. I just don't believe it. I can't take it anymore.
Game over, man. It's game over.
Thank you very much. A donation for Eddie to get better. Pray for Eddie. For the $5.99 super chat. Thank you very much for the $4.99. Thank you. Thank you. Pray for Eddie. See, I don't know if prayers would work. Like, God wants to smite him. He's not going to heaven. Like, God's cross with him. Can we? Here's another one. Here's another one. Who do you think he actually does look like? Because he doesn't look like me, but he reminds me a little bit of Tom Hanks on Castaway. Who do you think he does look like? He reminds me of when they pulled Saddam Hussein out of that hole. Or Gaddafi. He looks a little bit like Gaddafi, doesn't he? But maybe that's because Bum Bum for Dictator. I've got the word dictator in my head. He looks a bit like Gaddafi. Do you remember Gaddafi? Gaddafi was a bad person. Really bad person.
I want to kiss in Eddie. That's what I want to do. I want to kiss in Eddie. Oh, I'm doing it again.
Moses had kind eyes, I would imagine. Eddie does. Moses was a good chuffer. He led them out and like Moses. Oh no. Let's not Moses. I suppose he does a bit though. Like, he looks biblical. I'll agree with that. He reminds me of in Monty Python when there's that guy in that hole. Like, he looks like a Monty Python sort of. It will come to you. If it doesn't, Eddie will. So watch out. Your tippy message didn't show. What? Which one, Ellie? Did you do a coffee? Because coffee did work earlier. I'll check it. No problem. Thank you for telling me. Ellie has given me a tippy. Shouts out the Muffin Mods. Send help now. I don't know why it didn't work. I'll bring it up on the screen. Shouts out the Muffin Mods. Send help now. And Lisa's one from earlier, that read it out, didn't it? That read it out. So they do work, but yours didn't. What I'll do is, this is thecoffee.com. I'll drop the link in chat if anyone else wants to try and use it and it doesn't work, and then they can complain. And then I'll give a test button, because I always have to, just to make sure. You'll get your dancing cat, don't worry. Enable browser notifications. No. I want to go to buttons and widgets and stream alerts and do a test.
It's raining again. I couldn't be happier.
Someone sent tippies.
And then
Kofi rhymes with no fee.
We can change the picture. Listen.
Super Chuffer owes 3 hugs.
What would you like the picture to be changed to, Eddie? Because like Eddie's going to pick the new picture. Give me just a general thing, and I'll pick the new picture. Because you get a bonus because your thing didn't come up, and it's time to change the picture. So give me some descriptions, and it will show me GIFs, and I'll pick one out. Tell me what you want, and do it quick because I haven't got all day. But yeah, Eddie's changing the picture. Eddie's kissing himself, and I've got him here.
And I'm gonna wank off. Oh, we go again. Oh, fuck off, mummy. Fuck off. Every fucking time I wank, come in my fucking bedroom while I'm wanking. I've got fucking ears in me fucking mouth. I've got fucking ears in me mouth, I have. Fucking don't like it. Fucking hell. What's wrong with my fucking hair? Look at it, it's going all wrong on top. You know what? When I was a hairdresser.
When I was a hairdresser? Do I speak like that? When I was a hairdresser? He hasn't got the accent right at all, has he? Has he? Big ups, Ellie. I haven't been here for so long, I didn't realise Chuffy looks like Robinson Crusoe. Wrecked he is, big ups. That'll do. We'll have Robinson Crusoe. Since you didn't answer my first question. Robinson Crusoe. I mean, I really should have... well, it's brought up Tom Hanks on his thing. That's who I should have. He's brought up some other wild men as well. I like having good-looking people. Tom Hanks is probably bad, isn't he? I found something a bit better. I mean, I don't know if the tippy thing will work, but I found a new picture anyway, so... That's our new picture now. Saved. An Adobe stock image, but it's fine. It's fine. Right, carry on.
Right, I was really good. I think I was as good an hairdresser as I used to be when I was fencing. Yeah.
What, world fucking class? No, I wasn't a world class hairdresser, mate. No. I was a world class fencer though, so yeah, you can stick that in your pipe and suck the pipe all the way down your little sucky pipe hole. Suck that pipe. Pipe suck. Suck it down. Yeah, I was world class. Sorry, I'm confused now with so many things happening on all my windows.
That's right, I used to be a fencer, you know. I'm a dead sexy guy. You like me, girls, do you? Boys, do you both? Well, you know, because, you know, I'm a cross-dresser, you know.
Apparently I'm a cross-dresser. And I think he's saying it in like a derogatory, pejorative style of way.
Anyway, I just woke up. I've worked out that on YouTube you don't actually need to do fuck all. Just wake up and push record. That's all you need to do. Hey, Keely, you fucking know what I mean, Keely. Fucking, you know what I mean. Fucking Keely. Don't know why you're coming here taking the fucking piss out of me, Keely. Hey, who do you think you're special? Anyway, I've got issues. Did you like my new song about Nicole Kessinger? It's all about her hole. Well, holes, I should say. I've always wanted Nicole Kessinger's.
Before we talk about Nicole Kessinger's holes, listen, I've got a better buttocks than some of my trolls. I should be making TikTok videos.
Holes. Oh yeah, I like that Nicole Kessinger's holes.
The song's about Alan loving Nicole Kessinger's holes. Are you all right? Are you okay? Do you understand things? This is one of the top. Again, I'm shouting out Send Trees because I don't know why. It's like not really a commercial interest of mine. It's more of a passion project. But if you go over to Send Trees, right, which I'll give you the link. Don't do it now, or do it now. Do it whatever you want. Just do whatever you fucking want, you in chat. Stop listening to us telling you what to do, all of us influencers. If you go over to Send Trees, then there's videos on there and all the songs that we do, and they're funnies. Yeah? Basically, there's some old Alan shit, like him singing, you know, The Smule and weird Alan shit. There's a couple of Emma White interviews and some old clips of Dark Side Phil. And basically, though, it's become our songs channel. And the most recent one, Armchair Detective Kessinger Gives Me Thrills here.
Wanna give Nicole Kessinger a kiss. Oh, how I wish for a Kessinger. A kiss. Make me a baby in a Wendy house. Kessinger be my mommy.
Kessinger Be My Mommy and all that, right? Alan described about how he used to play with the young girls when he was a young boy, and they would do make-believe Wendy House, and someone had to be the baby, and obviously that wasn't the girls, was it? And like he's got this like infantilization fetish from when he was a kid or something. And then like obviously he loves Nicole Kessinger and Metadata Expert. This is about Alan's love for Nicole Kessinger and her holes, and it's really good. Why is Eddy so bitter? He even put a comment on this that I removed about the video wasn't being very good because he thought he could hurt me, because I said I'd prefer it if the videos were good, but like sometimes you just have to throw up a picture and a bit of funny script on it because we're just going to churn through them. Not every song's going to get a proper music video, but that's the way it is. You know, I would prefer it if everything I uploaded to YouTube was the way I envisaged it in my mind. Oh, we'll do a music video for this one. Yeah, it'll take for a few weeks, and like, why bother? Like, some things are just music song videos like this, and they will be a bit of fun. So he can calm down. He's not hurting me by suggesting this isn't the best video in the world, but the song's great, and it's great, so shut up. Like, what are we doing now? We're attacking the fact that I like to joke about Alan giving Nicole Kessinger a kiss, and Nicole Kessinger in her brown bikini, and I also like to joke about how sexy Nicole Kessinger is in her brown bikini myself, you know, yeah? Right, we have a bit of that.
Eddy's a liar. Eddy's a liar. He ain't met Nicola Bully.
I'm not defending cross-dressing really, insofar as like I once was pictured in a dress that like I don't like. It in itself is not an issue. However, there are people out there that do choose to do that, and it's not something that needs to be defended either. It's like defending whether you're gay or defending whether you're like whatever. Like, it's a choice that people make in this world, so I'm not going to like make it a big issue, but I just think it's strange that Eddy applies and ascribes that characteristic to me as a pejorative. It's not something that I get up to. As I said, once I put on a dress and photographed myself in it and then put it on Facebook, it's something I did once. Kurt Cobain used to wear a dress sometimes on stage. I don't think there's any problem in me once wearing a dress and photographing it. Not wearing it out as like my clothes. I was wearing my normal boy clothes underneath. But, you know, it's not a big deal, is it? So, and it's something I put on Facebook for fun. The backstory is that I went to Oxfam and they had a sale, and I bought all these dresses for £1 ago on the sale, and I brought them back to the salon, and then all the girls that worked at the salon could take whatever dresses they want because they were only £1. And this big pink like princess dress, no one wanted it, and I put it on and it looked funny, so I think we're fine. But it is something that he's going to want to watch, like, you know, his behaviour with, because he's bad.
Holes, I should say. I've always wanted Nicole Kessinger's holes.
Anyway, we're on Nicole Kessinger's holes now.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Let's just make sure to, like I said, make sure to keep an eye on how you think he's having, like, how you think he's doing, like, you know, in himself while he's delivering this, and where it's coming from.
Oh, Kessinger's holes. Eddy's a liar. Eddy's a liar. He ain't met Nicola Bully. Hey, he ain't met no fucking one. Do you know what? I don't even think he's even Eddie Brown. I don't think he lives in New Zealand. I don't think he's got a job. I don't think he's ever been on radio. I don't think fucking anything. Fucking Eddy kissing. I want a fucking kissing Eddy. Oh, I've got another wank coming on. Oh, here we go again. Oh, slap it off there, Eddy. Oh, fuck off, mummy. Fuck off. Fucking comes here all the fucking time. I don't know why people think I look so old. I don't really understand it. Oh, fucking, fuck off, all of yous, fuck off. Anyway, the person come round and got the dog, and yeah, that worked out well. These flat earthers, who they think they fucking are then? Flat earthers. Fucking earth is round, you stupid bastards, all of yous.
Why are we bringing the flat earthers in it from years ago? I find that weird as well. I suppose it's something I mentioned the other day. But...
I'm politically on the right, but I sit sometimes on the left.
I'm not politically on the right. What does that even mean? I'm not politically on the right. I'm politically on the left. It's one of the problems these nutters have got against me. Like, they're politically on the right. What a weird one.
And people that take the piss out of woke, well, I'll tell you what, problem is with you, you're all woke, that's what you are. If I want to be a it or a they or a she or a he, I'll be what I want. All right, everyone's welcome here.
That is true. See, now I'm confused because he's saying things that I think are okay. I think if I said that now, like, if you want to be a he, a she, whatever, like, you know, you're all welcome here, yeah? I think that's okay for me to say that. So I don't know why he's doing it to make me look bad. He's got into this woke business now. So he's on the right wing then? Or is it just something to throw out? You see how I'm finding it even difficult to critique or understand the like the slur that I'm supposed to be incurring here, yeah?
Even the fat birds, you know, and if you're fat, just keep away from me, because I'm a fat shamer. I'm Scott.
No, you just did fat shaming just then. Fat birds. You just did it.
That's at the fat shamer.
Like, you might have this stuff on your face, but that's you saying these things, pretending to be me, but I don't do that. So you have to say things that I didn't say. All the way along you've been doing that. It's obvious. You know, I don't have to... It's obvious, isn't it? We all know I don't say bad things about my own family and stuff like that. So this is another one, but you're doing it. And in a recent song, you called people in our chat fat. Like, you did a song and you listed people who you thought were fat and called them names.
Anyway, look, I'll come on here just briefly just to tell you that Eddie's a fucking liar.
He's having a breakdown, isn't he? Look. The reality of this situation, if you could see him doing it, like if you poke your head in the window and, you know, oh, what's Eddie doing today? I'll just pop round for a cup of tea and, like, you know, Eddie, and he's like lying on his bed with this on his face, going into his phone. I'm just parodying this man on the internet. I'm just giving Scott a load of shit on the internet. Are you? Like, you don't have to drive the train for another, like, 2.5 hours. Maybe you should calm down and we can have a cup of tea and you can tell me about it, or, you know, maybe not about this, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, is this okay for a behaviour?
You know it, we know it.
I think this is signs of a breakdown.
Right, dry spell, you fucking know it, dry spell. Oh, hey, dry spell. Is Eddie right? Do you smell? Hey, what about you? What about you, childlike empress? Who the fuck are you anyway? Huh? You say you're my friend. None of yous are my friend. I don't fucking trust any of yous. I'm paranoid. I don't fucking trust any of yous. I'm telling you.
Okay, bringing people from the chat into it again so that we can, like, you know, have a pop of people in chat. But also, like, childlike, like, people don't know this, yeah? Shouts out childlike empress. People don't know this, that I go into other streams, like, you know, true crime and stuff like that. I see her around the streets of YouTube, and we do chat on the stream, in the chat. And if she was in here now, I'd chat to her, like I can chat to you, Chuffers in chat. Big ups Bun Bunyan for Dictator, so he's saying he's unhinged, I agree. You know, I can just chat to you. I do a lot of my talking on stream, so when I'm finished a stream, I don't tend to then go into DMs on Discord and start chatting back and forth to people. Like, I don't really want to do that, really. And that's okay as well. I think that's fine. So, I count these you Chuffers, the Chuffragettes, you know, as friendly people for sure. Like, I'm not going to be ringing you up to go to dinner this weekend, and we're not going to be celebrating your, like, you know, your birthday together at the pub or anything. Like, you know, like, there's different levels and like ways of defining friendship. But I think he's just angry that, you know, we have this positive community that's we've taken the piss out of Alan. Yeah, we've done that. But, like, you know, we've got a positive community that's built around good people, and I think he's just jealous of it, really, because he just doesn't have it. He's got fake names in his chat. He's got a bunch of arseholes who have coagulated because, you know, you've got your ex-bin bins, you've got your Alan Spanners, you've got people I've banned for being racist, you've got people I've banned for this reason, for that reason, you've got your genetic toads. Like, he's in the bin, he's in the gutter with the people you don't want to hang around with. Like, he's got, and they only sort of egg him up so that he'll go at me, really, don't they? Really. So, like, it's a bit of a sad place to be, isn't it? Like, having fake internet friends that egg you up so you can have a go at me so that they can feel better about the fact I've banned them. Like, it's a really sad place to be, and he looks like he's having a breakdown. I'll repeat it over and over because it really is the motif of today.
He says I look like Catweasel. I don't look nothing fucking like Catweasel.
The Catweasel is a good character. He's a good person, Catweasel. He's like the hero of the piece. So you need to get that into your head at some point, Eddie. But again, I've unweaseled myself. I've de-weaseled. I've de-cat-weaseled. Although we are still cat-weaseling tonight. Forever internally in my heart, you know, forever I will take the good grace of being a time-travelling wizard who wants to do good in the world. Thanks, yeah. You look a bit like a wizard, actually. You look like that one out of Harry Potter, don't you? You look like that Robbie Coltrane out of Harry Potter. Or, actually, you look like the man that molested Harry Potter.
The fucking arsehole. Fucking Eddie fucking kissing. All I want to do is fucking, I just want to fucking kiss Eddie. That's all I want to do. I want to fucking kiss him and you fucking know it. Oh, I'm having another wank. Oh, here I go again, Eddie. Oh, fuck off, mummy. Fuck off. You fucking arsehole. Keep out my fucking bedroom when I'm fucking wanking. That's why Dad left you, because you kept spying on him all the fucking time. You know what you're like, my ugliest sister. I don't know why she's fucking ugly, but she is.
So, the joke here... Hagrid, yeah, it's Hagrid. Big ups DC Primetime. See, I'm talking to her now. The joke here is that...
Oh, fuck off, mummy. Fuck off. You fucking arsehole. Keep out my fucking bedroom when I'm fucking wanking. That's why Dad left you, because you kept spying on him all the fucking time. You know what you're like, my ugliest sister. I don't know why she's fucking ugly, but she is. Anyway, I don't care she's fucking ugly. I don't care about Eddie. I don't care about his songs. Anyway, how many days are there to Christmas? 21? Oh, fucked up again there, didn't I? I don't know what I'm fucking doing. Don't know what I'm saying. My
God, I'll take that one to heart. Getting the 12 days of Christmas, 21 days till Christmas. Mistakenly thinking there was 23 days till Christmas when I said there was 21 days to go. Oh, that's me done. I better pack up stream. It's time to shut up shop. Maybe I should start saying really nasty things about people's families on the internet. I mean, this isn't... Next video from Eddie is going to be, you know, a really calm, lovely chit-chat by the fireside about the old Christmases we used to have. And then drop in a bit of information about Nicola Bulley and the research he's been doing and why he's such a lovely guy and the old Cherry Bakewells roasting by the fire. And it won't matter because this is who Eddie is. No, obviously I wouldn't, Lisa. Obviously I wouldn't. Like, throughout the Nicola Bulley stuff, there were a few streamers who talked different things. And there were several streamers who wouldn't talk about Nicola Bulley's children. And I was one of them. Eddie named them, put pictures of them that nobody had seen before on the internet. Like, he's a sicko. And now he's been exposed as a sicko and a liar, and he's having a mad tantrum. And I'm here for it.
My channel shit, it's fucking shrinking. I need to buy some more subs. Anyway, how many days are there to Christmas? 21? Oh, fucked up again there, didn't I? I don't know what I'm fucking doing. Don't know what I'm saying. My channel shit, it's fucking shrinking. I need to buy some more subs. I need some money. Give me some fucking money. Tip me.
Listen, Luke has all the fake views and the bought subs and the bought views. Well, I don't know about subs, but all the bought views. Someone did buy me subs for my Twitch thing. It's not subs, it's called followers. We were live at the time. I recorded it and I sent it to Twitch. Someone's doing it to me. Someone's trolling me with it. And what happened is I had a thing on my screen. You know when you do the tippy, it comes up on the screen. It used to come up when someone did a follow. Thank you for the follow. And it came up like 1,000. Someone did like, you know, like it came up 100 times. It kept coming up with all these fake bots. I had to turn it off and to contact Twitch and say someone's bought me a load of fake. And they said, don't worry, we'll delete them off. Like, you know, people do stupid things. Like, it's no skin off my nose, but I'm not trying to create a fake channel like Luke, am I? Eddie's got a bit of a cob on with this, hasn't he, though? Again, he's brought up some weird stuff from out of nowhere. I got a bit of a cob on with it. And it contradicts himself anyway by saying that my channel is shrinking and yet I'm also buying subs to make it grow. Like, calm down about the numbers. We'll be fine. Okay? We'll be fine. You, on the other hand, are not fine. You're having a bad day. I would hate to be on the train
Didn't I? I don't know what I'm fucking doing, don't know what I'm saying. My channel, shit, it's fucking shrinking. I need to buy some more subs. I need some money. Give me some fucking money. Tip me down there, you fucking bastards, all of yous. Come on, please, Red Fan, give me some more money. Give me your money, Red Fan. Oh, you know I love you, Red Fan. Give me your money. Said Blue, you fucking ain't giving me money for fucking ages. Fuck you all. Fuck you all. You
way of just showing his anger about nice people being generous to me is to name them and go like that. And we've gone beyond like some sort of impersonation now, haven't we? Like, this isn't an impersonation of me anymore, is it? It's his vitriol that he's hiding. He thinks he's like hiding behind this disguise. This is Eddy. This is Eddy hiding behind a disguise, spitting vitriol. Like, yeah. He's a strange one, isn't he? He's a very strange one. Very strange one.
You can see, you can fucking well see by the look in my face, I'm getting sick and tired of having to buy subs. Battery exhausted, is fucking shrinking. You fucking know it. You fucking know it. Everyone knows it. They're taking the piss out of me. I've bought 1,000 subscribers or followers on Twitch. I'm up to 2.
Strange that he knew the exact number that I was attacked by, isn't it? Because I didn't divulge that at the time. I didn't say this is the number. I just said we're getting loads of fucking fakes. Like, you know, this is an issue. Strange that, isn't it?
2,000 now. I think people know that I'm fucking about. Anyway, I'm sick and tired of it all. But you know what? I've got fucking hairs down my throat. You know, I think I might need...
That's actually real. He's got those hairs from that very cheap wig in his mouth, but he's going to incorporate it into the act now because try and make it funny. But in reality, he's got that hair in his mouth and he thinks he's winning. Eddy, this is not Winnis. Oh, Eddy, this is a new low. Like, he kind of looks like all he needs is a can of Tenant Super. Why do they call it tenants when they haven't got homes? Yeah, that's a joke that I stole, so I shouldn't steal jokes. But you know, all he needs is like a strong lager and to sit on a park bench with this act, and he would completely be believable as a man who's had a full breakdown. And he's only a can of lager and a park bench away, isn't he? On his way to work next, on his way back, if it's not too early / late, 5 o'clock in the morning, you know, on the late shift. If he sits down in a park with a can of Tennent's, or, you know, a can of strong, I'm not particularly advising that one strong lager. There are other strong lagers available, which you shouldn't drink any of. But like if he sits like, he's that one step away from it. Yeah, it's not a good place to be. It's not a good place to be. So obviously, I wouldn't suggest to do that either, because if anyone went jogging past him, he might throw the can down and chase after them. You know, vulnerable victims and all. Anyway, let's carry on with the...
You know what?
So you've got that stuff in your mouth and you're having a bad time enjoying yourself doing an impression of whatever this is. I mean, come on, Eddy.
Oh, fucking ears everywhere. Fucking useless. You know what I think? You know what I really think? I think Eddy really likes me.
I agree with
That's
this.
what I think.
I agree with this. Like is a funny word, isn't it? Like's a funny word. The people that I cover on the internet, especially on Battery Exhausted, the bad ones, the bad chuffers, is because we've got a point to make about the content they're doing, something to say about it. I don't just bring people up on screen and go, I don't like this person, let's rip them for an hour, ha ha ha. Like, they're doing something bad and I'm pointing it out. With Alan, it's an inevitability in every stream he did. It was consistent. You know, and he's doing bad things now, but I just don't care to point them out, some of them. But this isn't like a sort of like hate campaign channel against anyone specific, and we're not like specifically out to bully anyone. But what you're doing, Eddy, is like you've had a breakdown and you're just trying to bully me because, and bullying's a sad little word, isn't it? Because like I'm a grown man, I don't give a fuck. But and grown men can still be bullied, and bullying is still bad. But in this situation, I don't give a fuck, yeah. But the like the behaviour on this man, Right? It's all stemmed from, remember, it's all stemmed from the fact that we caught him out lying. This is his response to being caught lying. This.
I think he really likes me. Do you like my hair? Do you think I'm sexy? Do you? Do you think I look horny? Do you think I look like hot? I'm really hot, aren't I? I'm Scott Jessup. I'm really hot. Do you like my hair like that?
So how does this... Like, could you imagine if you were in court and I put to you the case that you've been lying and you go, stupid, stupid. I did it at the very start of the episode. I played you, I ridiculed him in this way, didn't I? I ridiculed him with the song quiz. Eddie, stupid song quiz. Of course I could do that. Like, time and place and context, yeah, but like, what we're doing now, Eddie, is we're talking about whether you're a liar and we busted you lying. And your response to that is this, and it makes you look even more guilty because you're not addressing any of the core aspects of any of it. You did it in a edited... You put it in the edit of your description on your video. You made even worse lies. You flapped, you fucked. This is you flapping.
Oh, get me, fucking get me now, for fuck's sake. Anyway, listen, I'm gonna get up, and I might get the drone out of the box today. I don't know, I might not though. I was thinking of getting the drone out of the box. I don't know whether I will.
Again, we've been getting the drone out of the box. Sorry, I'm turning up the background music because his background music was going up there and just covering it. We've been getting the drone out of the box recently, yeah. I've been going and flying it around. He must have been watching my streams on Twitch where I've shown you the drone footage just at the start of the stream sometimes, and a lot of those streams are not still up. And I do it at the start of the stream. I'm like, I've been out today, I've got a little bit of video to show you. Okay, let's get on with the stream, and I'm going to be doing this one, that, so it shows an incredible level of dedication that even you chuffers that are in here that's like, Dover and Dolly's mom has that incredible level of dedication, and a few of you do, but do you know what I mean? It shows an incredible level of dedication for a person that doesn't like me to be watching all of my streams from the very start as they go up on Twitch any time of the day or night, doesn't it? He watches everything, yeah. There's a few that do. There's a few that do. I'll tell you fortune later. I'm getting new red knickers for Christmas. Ho ho ho.
But I think I might get the drone out of the box, or I might just go back to sleep. Oh, Eddie, I'm going back to sleep. Oh, Eddie, please love me, Eddie. Please love me. I hate your granddad. I do.
Eddie, I don't want you to love me. I think you're incapable of love, to be honest. But I would rather you just told everyone the truth and then fucked off. Because I believe now, really, the truth, like I said at the start of the episode, is either gatekeeper or narcissistic sad act. I suppose this must be difficult for him because he's going to have to go on the internet. Either way, if he's a gatekeeper, he's going to have to just confess to being a narcissistic sad act. And maybe he's trying to make himself look more and more like a narcissistic sad act because then he doesn't look like a gatekeeper. But if he's a narcissistic sad act, then he's not going to enjoy it either. Both situations, I mean, as a gatekeeper, I think he is still a narcissistic sad act. So the fact that he's going to have to come forward and confess on the internet to being a lying narcissistic sad act is going to be quite difficult for his ego. But on the lead up to Christmas, that's where we're going with this. He's either going to delete everything and disappear, or eventually break down and confess to being a narcissistic sad act, and beg for forgiveness on that, and hope that everyone will believe him in the future, which we won't, So.
I think your daughters are fucking horrible. I do. I think they're fucking horrible. Sorry, do you like my song?
Your daughters, Eddie? I'm not even confirmed for a fact that they exist. Not even believing the fact, like, I don't believe anything that you fucking say, yeah? So, what daughters? What, the picture of Holly and Jessica Wells on your wall? You're a weirdo, you are, mate.
All about locking the kids in the boot and putting the child locks on.
What, that Alan song about child locks on? Yeah, Alan does all those true crimes about all those dead kids. So the song was about if Alan and Nicole Kessinger got in a car and were driving like Bonnie and Clyde, who would they have in the back? And the people they would have in the back would be Madeleine McCann, and I'm not going to list all the names, but you know, all the dead kids. And that's what the song was about. Yeah, go on.
You like them songs, don't you?
I do like them.
It's really good songs, not like Eddy's songs. Eddy's songs.
It's not the main core part of our stream, but it's something we did at 4 o'clock in the morning once, and people seemed to get their egg on about it. So I thought I'd like cut it so you could see it. I mean, what do you want? They are better. Even that is better than your, like, even me strumming my guitar at 4 in the morning in comedic response to Alan's sicko behaviour. Even that is better than anything you've done ever on your internet shows or anything. Yeah, I'll agree with that. What do you want? Are you cross?
Fucking shit. My songs are really great. I'm telling you, they're great.
What we're trying to do is we're trying to really bring up things that some people find untenable or difficult, or like, oh, I don't like it when Scott did this, and we're trying to make that the sort of greatest hits of Scott, and that's simply not the case. You know, it's just a manipulation by a sad act, and like the fact that he's doing it dressed like this, yeah, I think he might be very jealous as well. Like I said earlier, like, you know, when we did the phone streams from my bed and people turn up and chat to me, I think he might just be jealous of that as well. Like,
so they're great. When I tell you something, you better fucking well follow me, because I'm Scott Jessup. You don't want to fucking upset me, because I'll cry. And you don't want me to cry, do you?
Sorry, Eddie, I'm not crying. Not crying. I think that's in response to a point where I was on stream recently and I was talking to people who had come into my stream to troll me, and I said that basically I felt emotional because I'd tried to protect people, and like there were people with kids, and the fact that they threw that back in my face made me feel like disappointed in humanity. So I said, God, I feel like I'm going to cry, but I didn't cry. And if you are going to attack a man on the sensitivity that he may cry, then what you're actually doing is reinforcing that toxic masculinity that teaches people that they shouldn't cry and have emotions, and it's actually okay to have emotions and to sometimes feel them and express them. Sometimes, but it is okay to do that. So what you're doing is actually subtly, he's a misogynist, he's part of the patriarchy, he's an arsehole, all of this, but now, you know, men, feelings, he's got problems with it. Eddie is problems, isn't he?
Call you out again, see? Call you out again. Just crocodile tears, give me your money. That's all I want. I'm a phony, you know.
So now I didn't cry. It's crocodile tears, and I use crying to elicit your money. Which, again, is a very strange way to behave. We had that video once, didn't we, where people sent in clips of things they thought had done, you know, and said nice things, and it drove me to tears. But, like, the tears weren't part of a bigger scam. They were just real feelings. So, he is a strange one, isn't he? He's a strange one. Now what does he look like now? Now he looks like a Greek god or something. Like, I imagine, like, you know, that's a bit of a positive, isn't it? He looks like what does he look like now?
I'm a phony on the internet. But I'm kind of liking this new way that I'm doing this. Why am I doing this for my fucking hair? Leave it alone, for fuck's sake. Leave it alone.
So now he's annoyed that he keeps touching his own hair during his performance, or is he saying that I'm touching my hair when I was on stream before? Is that what he's doing? I'm confused, but because he does keep touching his own, like, because his wig and his beard and all that is falling off and getting in his face and in his mouth, and it's annoying him. So he's just in bed, dressed as a bad facsimile of me, angry, shouting into his phone. Whereas the thing he's aping is me being in my bed, having a laugh on my phone with nice people in the chat. Like, a lot of you were there when I was saying about how Eddy was caught as a liar. God, I've woken up this morning thinking about Eddy's been caught as a liar. You know, it's like a sort of Scott's early morning thoughts on the day that we've been doing on Super Chuffer for You. In bed with the chuffer, we called it. And he's angry that that happens, so now he's parodying it. But in reality, he's actually doing this with his actual phone in his actual bed. Do you know what I mean? Like we're living in the good world where things are going well, and Eddy's living in his own fantasy of what it would be like if I was having a bad time, and trying to like cast that out there. And he's trying to make it look like it's a comedy routine parody of me, which it kind of, that's what it, you know, ostensibly it is. Shouts out Steve. But it kind of shows more into his mind than it does ridicule and critique me. That he would be doing this, because like while he's doing this, I'm on the internet having a good time, actually on my phone talking tonight. Like, you know what I mean? Like the parallel. If you could see me in bed, which you can on Super Chuffer for You, in the morning sometimes on my phone streams now, just a new experiment we're doing. The parallel is he's actually in his bed watching my stream, getting angry, and then doing this. So I'm living in the good world where things are okay, and he's living in like this weird alternate, like bad timeline aspect. I get to have Christmas with all of my friends and family in the UK, with all of the traditions. I can go to all the places that I like to go, can see all the people I like to see, the old pub, the old mates, you know, the food, the wine. I don't eat Christmas turkey, but you know what I mean? Like Eddy is trapped in New Zealand with people he doesn't know and no connection to that history or past that he loves so much, apparently. I think he's having a bad Christmas.
Another wank coming on. There we go. Another wank. Fuck off, mummy.
Mind you, one thing he has got is at least I'm, even in the parody of myself, I'm virile. I know. I'm virile. They might not be lasting very long in the parody, but, you know, I'll go 3 times. Oh, you all want to see me on bed now? You want to see me Chuffer for You in bed now? I've been promoting it, have I? You'll find the link, Super Chuffer for You. It's, you know, I've got a channels section in, you know, you scroll down on the things, you'll be able to find it, won't you? Super Chuffer for You. It's one of my channels. Find it off Super Chuffer. He's mentioned wanking quite a few times now, yeah. Yeah.
Hey, fuck off!
I wonder if he's actually touching himself.
Why'd you have to come in here?
He just touched his mouth then.
A 3-inch penis. I know that's what you want to do. Anyway, thanks very much, everyone.
I'm not going to get into a dick measuring contest on the internet, but I've got this sneaky suspicion that if I stood next to Eddy in the urinals, he might move one tier down, go and lock himself in the cubicle.
I'm gonna ring off now. I've really enjoyed speaking to you. Eddy wants me to go over there and do another one of them Scotty poo in the house. Fuck him. I'm not doing any more of that shit.
Right, yeah. So he's trying to promote his own like concept here, which is to ridicule me by dressing as me. We're watching it now, Eddy. We're watching it now. Your bedroom looks. You seem. We're watching it now.
Fuck off. He's just taking a piss out of me. I'm hot. I'm sexy. I'm ready for...
We'd like to... Let me just get the background music up a little bit. Sorry for this. I'm getting the background music up a little bit because his crappy music is in the background of his. So.
You girls, ready for you boys. I'm ready for you both. I'm a cross-dresser. I'm a nutter, I am. I'm a fucking snake in the grass.
We got cross-dresser there. We got I'm ready for boys as well as girls and cross-dresser.
You know it. I'm a YouTube... bully do-wop, that's what I am.
So, if I'm the YouTube bully, how come you're dressed as me, ridiculing my family, and like, you know, being like, I think you've got this confused, Eddy. I think what it is like the truth of this. Actually, he knows he's a bully and he's been a bully the whole time, and he's laughing at all of the people. He's not laughing at you now in chat, Lisa, Dover, and everyone else. You know, now he's not laughing at you. Now he's laughing at the people that follow him, the few that there are that agree with him. He's laughing at the rustic Rachels and people like that because he's doing the exact thing and has been. He created a hate campaign to attack me. He started all this out. He is a bully. He's a nasty, nasty man. And he's turned it into this. Luke was going to do a campaign, wasn't he, about bullies on the internet to attack me. He said that what I was doing about Alan was bullying Alan. We're not bullies. We're holding people to account for their bad behaviour, and they turn around and call us bullies because we're holding them to account. And at no point have you shown me doing any bullying, and at no point have you shown me any actual receipts for any new lies. And this is your escape plan, is it? To just, like, the police arrest you and you go, oh, you're manhandling me, you're bad bullies. Yeah, but what about the crimes you did? What about the crimes you did?
You bully do what? That's what I am. Oh dear. Yeah, anyway. So Eddie said that, you know that Selfridges shit thing he said, where he nicked that?
Again, if you walked past his bedroom on the ward and he was doing that into the phone. This is an interesting point he's going to make. I should just quickly open up my Twitter, because our friend on Twitter, my friend on Twitter, Jamie, he actually was able to point me in this direction of this guy called Steve Penk. So Eddie follows us on Twitter, right? So Jamie on Twitter asked Steve Penk, please can you solve a mystery? I'm sure you don't mind me showing this, yeah? Please can you solve a mystery? Were you the first to do the Selfridges do yourself fridges prank? Was it you in the 90s? And Steve Penk, radio DJ from Capital Radio or some shit like that, says yes. Yes. So Steve Penk's been brought up out of nowhere. And the reason he's been brought up is because of our research, Jamie's research, that has proved Eddie to be an even deeper liar than I thought. It wasn't just that Tiny Tim guy. It had been done before. Lots of people did put in comments that the joke is an old joke and other people have done it before. We're now going back to Steve Penk. Eddie's seen that on Twitter, and he's going to factor it into his own defence of his own lie. He's going to bring up the fact that he lied about that as well, because remember we caught him on that as well. Lies on lies on lies, there's more lies. He pretended that he went nearly viral for his radio moment in the 90s. He stole it, and he stole it from Steve Penk, and we found it out, and now he's going to admit to it because he got caught.
He nicked that, he did. He fucking nicked that. Anyway, he told me where he got that from. He got it from a guy named Steve Penk. Steve Penk, he got that from.
Steve Penk? Why would you bring that up? Why would you... I said he got it from Tiny Tim. Yeah? So he's like, yeah, no, I didn't. I got it from Steve Penk. Well, you're still a liar then, because you said that you went viral with it and it was your idea and you're funny and you do the funny voices. But you don't. Steve Penk did and Tiny Tim did, but you didn't. And you're telling us now that you definitely lied. So at least we're getting a confession on that.
Steve Penk, it weren't quite the same, but anyway, I know it was Steve Penk, he told me.
And he goes, it weren't quite the same. So he's like, you busted me, but you didn't exactly bust me. You busted me with Tiny Tim, but it was Steve Penk. So I lied, but you didn't get the exact details of the lie right. No, because it was a lie. Like, you fucking... Like, can you believe this? He's admitting to lying. And there are people in the video comments, oh, you're funny, Eddie. This was a great funny video. Are you all right? Are you okay? Didn't you listen to what he said? He's telling you to your face, you nutters. This is the nutters I'm talking to now, not my lovely friends, but the nutters. He told you to your face you're being lied to. Wakey. Wake up before Christmas. Someone needs to cook the turkey. It takes a long time to cook the turkey, so you need to wake up before Christmas. I like to cook the turkey, but I don't anymore because I'm a vegan, but I used to like to take that responsibility. You know, it's not a woman's job to do all the cooking. Hey, if you're a misogynist, bear in mind we're talking about misogyny sometimes. I'll tell you a quick tip to find out if you're living with a misogynist. Do you have to do all the cooking? Do you have to do all the cleaning? Do you have women's jobs? Do they expect their food done for them the way they like it? Misogyny. Do they ever cook for you? You want to fucking check yourself before you wreck yourself, you sad nutters. Back to this and my lovely people.
it was Steve Pink.
Steve
and
Payne.
he told me that he definitely recorded that programme. I think he didn't record it. That's that George Moonigan. No, he didn't. He didn't record it. I'll tell you what.
You didn't record it. You're a liar. That's the big deal. This Christmas, Eddie proven to be a liar. His life falls down around him because he was planning to commit more lies and deceit and misinformation about Nicola Bulley further on. But now he can't because I fucking scuppered him. Scuppered by the chuffer. What do you want, Ed? What's your point here? How are you going to come back from that? Imagine, like, you know, do you remember this? Come on, Button. Do you remember this? Button. Thy name is Button. Come on.
Because you'd be in jail.
Yeah, do you remember that?
Because you'd be in jail.
This is the equivalent of like that, except he's dressed like this. Like on the debates and stuff, they dress up smarter. Look. I'm Donald. Well, I'm not Donald Trump, but you know, I'm Smarty Scotty, and Eddie's a fucking whack job. Like I've done him. He's come to the, I won't say gunfight with a knife or anything, you know, silly, violent, but you know what I mean. He's come unprepared. He's come with his pants down. He shouldn't have messed with a real rapper, and he shouldn't have messed with someone with like a proper brain. Because look, he's only capable of manipulating thickies. That's all, really. That's what he's counting on.
He did. He downloaded it. He didn't record it. He downloaded it. That's what he did. He clicked download. He's a fucking liar. And if he lied about that, he lied about everything else. He lied about Nicole Kess.
Well, if you lied about that, like here we get the creepy weird eyes. Here we get the creepy weird eyes, don't we? If you lied about things, Eddie, like imagine, I said it before, imagine, like, you know what it's like in chat, yeah? I'm sure you've had relationships, some of you, with people who have told you a lie. Ever? Anyone in chat? You don't have to tell us the specifics, but like, have you ever been with someone who's told you a lie and you've thought, I don't like that, you're lying to me, and it's kind of ruined things? Have you ever been in that situation? It might have been a serious one where it's like they're cheating on you, or it might have been like something weird where you just thought, this is now not the same. You're not the man I thought you were. Like, does he think I'm a Londoner? Some people seem to think I'm from the south. Yeah, it's a bit weird. I'm not. I'm a Midlander. I'm Midlands. I'm Birmingham. I'm Midlands. I'm Birmingham. Other MCs are out of order. I'm serving them like aces. Where your blood comes from is where your space is. I'm a Zulu. My team's the meanest. I'm an MC man. You hear, you feel this. Like, if someone's told you those lies, you know, if someone's built a fabrication, and it's not just one, is it? I made up this viral moment and it went on the internet. I called Selfridges and I'm funny. Oh, did you? That was interesting. You know, you're having dinner with the man and he's told you several anecdotes about his life. And you go home, you think, he's an interesting, nice man. He used to work in radio. He did this viral moment and he recorded these shows from George Moonhoon. Just silly little things that just make up his character. And then you find out they're all lies. That's like catfishing, gaslighting. It's like one of those sick weirdos who has like 3 women on the go and they don't know about each other and he's taking their money. It's like that sort of character, isn't it? It's like a proper con man. That's it. That's it, isn't it? He's worse than Alan. Like Alan, at least you know who he actually is, and his grift is fairly straightforward because Alan is a simple man. Eddie is a simple man who thinks he's clever. Alan's a simple man who's deluded and he thinks he's a detective. Eddie's a simple man who thinks he's smart and he can manipulate and go two-faced on the internet, and no one will, like, you can just pretend to be one thing and be something completely different on the internet. You know, you can pretend to be this and actually you're this. Like, that's the internet for you, isn't it? There's so many people out there that are like pretending to be nice people and actually they're sickos. And then he throws that back at me and says, oh, Scott's one of those people. Scott's a sicko. He's always been a sicko. He's just pretending to you. I'm not. Like, I'm authentic. And Eddie is inauthentic and weird and fake. And I don't think he even likes that music and shit. I think that's just a contrivance. Like, he gets the facts out of Wikipedia. I think if we did a live music quiz where he wasn't allowed to use the internet and Wikipedia, I'd beat him, even though I don't have that great music knowledge. Because I don't think he really worked in radio. And I don't think he really has an interest in music. Because he certainly didn't understand the technology, did he? And you think that would be basic because he was supposed to be a technician. So I think he's a fake. I think he's a scary, weird fake. And now he's being found out to be that. He's losing his shit. And I think his only way before Christmas, like breakdown or no, his only way to deal with this is to come on a stream with me, and it'll have to be on Twitch because I'm not allowing him to speak publicly on YouTube at any length, on Twitch, and explain himself with me asking the questions and him answering them. And he won't tell the truth, and then what will we do? I don't think he's even, I don't even understand how he can even get out of this. I don't think he's burned. In terms that he might understand, he's burned. He's done. Smoke me a kipper, I ain't eating this for breakfast. He's done. No credibility, done. And all he's got left is mad tantrums and hate campaigns. Anyone who stands with him or near him is either sick or befuddled. It ain't right. It ain't right. It ain't anything near what we were like with Alan, and the way, some of my people that I had to remove for being a bit over the top may have gone a bit far, calling hotels. So we did remove them. Not directly because of it, but it was one of the fucking, this man ain't right. This man ain't right. If you can call him a man. Eddy's bad day.
I know you will get hot when you see Nicole Kessinger. And they ain't giving Nicole Kessinger anymore. No, that's right. All because of this, all because of that. Fuck you, Nicole Kessinger. Anyway, listen everyone. I'm going back to sleep. I'm fucking tired. I was going to get up, but I've decided to go back to sleep. So I'll see you later. Oh, Eddy, I'm loving my Eddy. Oh, Eddy, I'm loving my Eddy. Dreaming about my Eddy.
So his final sort of pop at me is to suggest that I am dreaming about him. Yeah? So he is him, and he's dressed up as me to record something into the camera where I love him. It's the equivalent of getting AI pictures of him and me kissing made up. Now when I do AI pictures of people kissing...
I'm sick like a virus, old like the wireless. I need attention, so sound the sirens. I'm talking to the mindless, higher than mountain climbers. I go low like Folding's divers. Under the bridge, getting sucked for a fiver. Got my Thai wife on mail order. I'm down under, going underground like Paul Weller. Underground because I love miners. Got my mug signal blue spiral. I'd love to be a swamp donkey, but I'm just a rider, a clout chaser and a liar. Is this how things turned out for Eddy, Scott's enemy? Bad energy, Scott exposed me, so I should bounce like Zebedee. Fuck off and bounce like Zebedee. I'm Eddy, sick nutty, getting red, getting redder. Suck that little header. Predator, tickets please, I'll be your driver. I'm never going home, I collect gnomes and get out of my dome at home while the trains go past. Trains go past like my life so fast. Best years behind me now so fat. I'm never getting back to my glory. Now I poke little Ed through the hole in the toilet door when I'm horny. I love Super Chuffer and he does his best to ignore me. I wish I was like Scott, but I'm not. I'm so sick they call me poorly Eddy, poor Eddy. I'm Eddy, sick nutty, getting red, getting redder. Suck that little header, predator. Tickets please, I'll be your driver. Going home, I collect gnomes and get out of my dome at home while the trains go past. Trains go past like my life so fast. Best years behind me now so fat. I'm never getting back to my glory. Now I poke little Ed through the hole in the toilet door when I'm horny. I love Super Chuffer and he does his best to ignore me. I wish I was like Scott, but I'm not. I'm so sick they call me poorly Eddy, poor Eddy. I'm Eddy, sick nutty, getting red, getting visitor. Tickets please, I'll be on. Eddie can't get a boner. Eddie might be able to get stale Bakewell tarts, but he regrets that he eats them alone in the car park. When the train passes by his house it goes pop, pop, pop. Eddie walks to work in the dark. He's so creepy he makes the dogs bark and start whining. Eddie's always pining for England. He got banned by the chuffer, slammed by the chuffer. He's such a nutter. Eddie is toast, no butter. He's boastful, mouth but no trousers. He's roasted, spanked by the chuffer. He's coping, drinking Coca-Cola. I've had bars of fruit and nut like Eddie. Seems sweet but it's really too sickly. He's a fake smile and keeps lying about Nikki. Why is this clown still drowning in his own skitty nappies? He's not happy, he's tragic. Now stop playing with your wand and let the chuffer show you magic.